mood died?
The big,
You know what?
He's gone to the big.
I did hear
He's
that.
gone to the big sit in the sky.
I learned at my board meeting.
Well, we know he went to heaven because
We're live?
that was a good job.
All dogs do.
At my Clinton board meeting this week, that a tree was dedicated to your mother recently by the
Your
school
mother.
children.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, if you would like to get in touch with her, have the children talk to her and see what a local legend she is, I could get you in touch.
Okay.
I'm sure she would love to talk to the kids about what it takes to get a tree.
What kind of a tree is it?
It was a really nice tree.
I think she said it was like the
The old sour apple tree.
They talked to, I guess, like the shade tree, like the local shade tree commission to find the kids
The given
decided
tree.
the best tree to have. And
I think she said it was like the one that
Oh shoot! I was supposed to text
Uh,
somebody. We are live.
There's
I'm
one in my
letting you know we're live.
neighborhood. I don't want anyone to know what kind of tree this is.
Just filling in.
There's like all these little purple buds on like the bark of it,
oh, cool.
and then it flowers on like the canopy or whatever, and then the leaves are like purple heart look like shaped
Mm-hmm.
leaves. There's a tree in my neighborhood that's like that, and we were walking by, and she was like, "I think that's my tree." My tree.
Hmm. How convenient. She picks the nicest looking tree and says, I think that's my tree.
Well, they picked it.
Okay,
For her.
let's
the
do this.
children picked it.
The kids picked it. Is that what you just said?
Mhm.
That's what the Shady Commission.
the shade tree commission. I guess the kids talked to the shade tree commission and like they figured out, or maybe it was like the local arborist. It was something.
Wait, M&M's involved? The Shady Commission?
Mm,
Slim Shady?
That's
yeah,
right.
that's it.
Got to get all the good ones
It's
out
gonna be a
before
great
we
podcast,
start.
She's
everybody.
seal shady.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
3, 2, 1. Go Nintendo Podcast. Webisode 1025. The Pecharunt Podcast, or the Pecharunt, or the Pecharunt Podcast.
You've much yet to learn.
Mom Brain.
Uh-huh.
Radical defect. I think the embed is there now because I made a little whoopsie. Check again and see if it's there. But Mom Brain, please tell us about that Pokemon.
Pecharunt feeds others toxic mochi that draw out desires and capabilities.
Mochi?
Yeah.
Like the
I mean, I
snacks?
feel like that's a great, like,
I
draw
love
out
me
those
some mochi.
desires and capabilities, baby.
They're going out on a big one.
They have to buy
Those-
chocolate mochi at Costco, and I think about getting it every time. But Mom Brain's not a big fan of, let's say, Dubai.
That's not true. And also, for the record, it's not like I'm saying, I don't like it. Don't get it.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, will you eat that? And I'm like, I don't think I will. And you're like, okay, I won't get it.
You know, I don't like your impression of me. It is very close,
Well,
but I don't like
There's
it.
also probably what 24 servings in
Yeah,
it.
that's the other thing. Like, I don't like. No, sorry, Mom Brain, you finish, and then I'll. Continue.
Those who eat the mochi fall under Pecharunt's control, chained to
Ooh.
its will. And, you know, it can do all these things, and it's only a foot tall and not even a whole pound. Gender is
What?
unknown. Category is subjugation.
What is it made of? Foot tall and under a
That's
pound.
the professor over there.
Mochi.
There you go.
Dark chocolate mochi.
Abilities include Poison Puppeteer. Pokemon poisoned by Pecharunt's moves also become confused. That was like a poem. I'm so sorry to say that that's the end of the Pokemon section. How's your coffee?
Hell of a cup of coffee, Mom Brain. Why? What'd you do differently?
Damn fine, would you say?
Damn fine cup of coffee.
It's actually like a very it's 2 scoops of dust. So
Why too?
because I think that is more
Coffee.
it like
Really?
holds up to the other stuff that you put in it better.
What's in
Uh,
it? Go ahead, out me.
Your skinny syrup,
hmm
fake sugar.
toe of a newt.
Oh, you do fake sugar too?
Well, yeah, I wanted to balance it out.
Ah.
Dragon
Hello, Dale.
scale.
And the little Debbie,
Little Debbie
creamer.
creamer.
Mhm.
Fake sugar. I haven't used fake sugar in my coffee in forever. I just do the squeezer
Ooh.
and the little Debbie.
Little Debbie creamer. You
Animal
better
crackers
stock
and-
up. You never know when those things are going to leave the shelves.
Well, that's funny because the one we have is the one that they put out at Christmas, so it's on its last legs. There's only a couple
so it's
more
got a nice
servings in
funk
there.
to it by now too, right?
You know, I
Never
smell
goes
it every
bad.
time to make sure
That
it
Debbie's
smells
well
fine, so
preserved. Yeah.
15 milliliters is one serving, and that's 30 calories. So, like if you weren't measuring and you splash it in there, you could turn your coffee into like a
Mercy.
400 calorie coffee very quickly.
Oh yeah. well, So
Yummy.
I was gonna stop at Dunkin', and I was looking at their menu, and one of their new drinks was 990 calories. And I
marshmallow. I got marshmallow cold foam on my coffee yesterday.
Something with the marshmallow cold
Rocky
foam.
Road or something.
It was like a
That's a lot.
it was a
It's like
a milkshake, yeah.
coffeelet. It wasn't a dunkelette or something, but it was like a coffee chiller or something. And I was like, I'm getting really annoyed that places that were standard like coffee places are no longer coffee places. Now they're protein drink places and flavored
Well, you can still
sugar
get regular
juice.
coffee, right? Matcha Madness at Dunkin'.
Oh,
Activate,
happy-
get 3 times the points on your matcha order today. Ooh.
Yeah, happy matcha day.
You get an Oreo matcha. I bet you
love
that.
If you're listening during the week, it's not matcha day. Matcha day was
It's
May
not Matcha
2nd.
Day. It's Harry Potter Day. All right.
May 2nd's Harry Potter Day.
Yep. Sorry, can't be two things at once.
What's an
can,
Oreo
though.
matcha?
I
Tell
actually
me
can.
about it.
I don't
Well,
know.
coffee is made in pots, so
Yeah.
we met in the middle.
Man, I wish I was too interested in Oreo matcha. Now you were
And,
talking about Harry Potter and pots.
You
and
drink
coffee.
enough matcha, it puts Harry on your chest.
Man with hands in pockets feels cocky all day.
I went to go. What are we doing here?
It's
What's,
vanilla, matcha powder,
feels-
marshmallow
so
cold
nut,
foam,
doesn't
and Oreo cookie crumbles.
Man
that
with-
sounds great.
Man with hand in other man's pockets feels Hagrid all day.
Mom Brain is here.
I am.
How you doing, Mom Brain?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm all right. Nikki Hill is here. How you doing, Nikki?
I am a broken man.
Because of DTF.
I can't explain
Louis,
to you.
St. Louis.
Yeah, I mean, you just mentioned the name and I teared up. I
Mm.
can't explain to you
You don't need to because I
How-
get it.
how that affected me. It hit me real hard.
I listen. Deux said he watched it and he kept thinking about it. I watched it. It's one of my favorite things I've watched in a while. And you watched it and it broke your world. So I get it. It's
Seriously,
a life changing program.
I called Dew.
Mom Brain, now you got to watch it. You're the only one at the table who hasn't.
I called Dew yesterday.
I am not emotionally capable of handling anything that
Full
isn't.
stop.
Yeah.
Deux is here. How you doing?
Uku.
Good to see you, Deux. Of course, Josh Grobot is here, my friend from college days. How are you, my old buddy, old pal?
I'm a hardcore gamer.
What have you been playing?
I'm feeling so great. Thanks for asking.
I-
Sorry, I was.
I said, what are you playing?
I have a Balatro addiction.
Well-
Minecraft, bro.
Balatro and Minecraft, man. Between those, you're playing 2 forever games. You could play nothing
He's
else.
hardcore
Cozy
cash.
gamer.
Cozy gamer. I guess Balatro counts as a cozy game, kind of. Poker's cozy, right? Everybody says poker's cozy.
Wouldn't you like
Wouldn't
to
I like to
know?
know? You know what I'd like to know? How George is
Why
doing.
don't you ask George?
George, how are you, my friend?
I'm for George. No,
What do you sound sad?
I watched DTF St. Louis. I've been, my limes have been crying all week.
Sweating lines.
I've been juicing my limes.
You know, George, Ramit and I were talking about you yesterday because I
Sure.
almost made Ramit choke on a lime flavored hard candy.
Beware the limes.
It's true. Yeah, I kept it down and I didn't lose it. I didn't want to waste the lime, so everything is good. But I did almost die from it. So
Oh, you choked on a lime.
That's just the way we want to go out.
I was
What a
gonna
hell
say,
of a
no
way to
sweeter
go,
way to
though,
go.
you know?
That's right. If there's any way to go, that's the way. Let me say hello to Discord. Hello, Garantimus and Intimdo. Red Souza.
Give some of those lime candies to the president.
George, no.
Oh no, I'm gonna get KG'd.
Ice Dilbert, Giant Reggie, Roth, Radical Defected, I say Drake.
That was a really great story.
Mark, Vachi, Zikamudo, Eli, whoever else, Eat 17 Pet, whoever else I didn't see in here. Thank you for joining us.
Ooh, is that a real song?
Thank you for joining us. No,
That's
it is
great.
now. Okay, so there's multiple things to talk about before the show, before we get to Patreon stuff, which I didn't think there was going to be. But number one, Mom Brain, go.
Okay. So,
I like how you're upset about it.
Yeah,
well, okay, I'm not. So, full disclosure, I am in the second phase of tapering a medication
oh,
that might have been the thread that I was hanging on by for the last like 15, 20 years of my life. And I'm doing all right. And this week, Ramit was like, hey, this came in the mail.
Hey, stupid! You're so dumb, stupid. Does that make you upset?
This came in the mail for you, and it's from a GoNintendo person. And I was like, oh, that's exciting. And he was like, I said, should I wait and open it on the podcast? And he was like, I think you should just open it now because I'm not sure.
I mean, you can confirm who sent it if you want.
Okay. So I'm not sure how you're going to do when you open it. And it was from Nintendo, who, if you didn't know,
Hi, Tony.
They're in the chat, right?
They are in the chat.
is sort of like this like soul sister of mine. We have the same
Soul sister.
we have the same
Nintendo.
interests in like very niche things. Like we both have this deep rooted love of Anne of Green Gables. And we'll often like talk about our love of Anne of Green Gables and Gilbert Blythe. And you know, we'll like message back and forth about like these just like really niche things that like not lots of people are into. And this week, this package arrived. So I know I'm in for it because it came from Nintendo. So I open it up and it is
Jelly of the Month Club.
next to Brown Bear, my childhood teddy bear. It is probably the most like accurate representation of my childhood like life and like inner like fantasy monologue, whatever.
Sweet. Barry in the lead here.
It is the entire BBC complete collection of the Chronicles of Narnia live action on Blu-ray. And I have been assured it is region free. And it also includes a brand new documentary titled Return to Narnia. I am not sure. I've probably talked about this on the podcast before, but as a kid, my mother knew I would love because I was like obsessed with Bedknobs and Broomsticks, which is also World War II children being tucked away somewhere magical.
Yep.
So she knew I would love The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which was on PBS on Wonderworks. And she recorded it, but she didn't know it was 2 parts, and I only saw the second part. So I had the second part recorded. No.
Classic do move.
That's how I saw Goodfellas.
Me too, though. Wait, you saw the sequel first?
Goodfellas? No, I saw the second half of the movie
Oh,
first.
right. Part
So-
2, yeah.
So up until I was probably like I was with Raw Meat. We went to like Blockbuster and I saw it on the shelf and I was like, oh my
Blockbuster
God,
was a video rental place.
I could see part 1. And so for the first time in my life at like, 17 years old, I got to see part 1 of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Now, I had never seen the other, right? So they don't do all of the books. They leave out The Magician's Nephew, which is the first book. And then I think they leave out A Horse and His Boy, which is the last book.
Sounds
I
uncomfortable.
think I've read that book.
I've seen
Mr. Hands, yeah.
I've seen that video on the internet.
So it's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and The Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
I heard that
and
Blu-ray
the Silver
set
Chair.
has a cut that takes out Mr. Tumnus as well.
That's
so
not
it's the
true.
ultimate collection.
I
But
think
this is the complete what they did make.
This is everything they made.
So they just didn't make those 2 books.
That's right.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
got all this now, and this is different than the movies that came out
Yes.
like not too long ago. And then this is obviously different than what's in the works with not Maggie Gyllenhaal. Isn't somebody doing like
Yeah.
Greta Gerwig.
Greta
Yes.
Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig's
Yeah.
directing it?
She
new
just
ones?
did one. right?
This was,
Is it
let's
in
see, did they tell
post-production right now?
you?
It's coming 2027. It will be in IMAX.
So
I
this
know those
was
2 things.
1988.
Old school BBC stuff that and now you've got it all in its purest form whenever you want.
Yeah.
You can watch the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
Is
And
this
I've
something they would show us in school?
probably.
Yes, we saw part of it in school. You're
Okay.
correct.
Now I've seen all of them since, like on YouTube or whatever, but like, that's kind of nebulous. And I have I have all the books. And I didn't realize as a kid because I was brought up without religion. I didn't realize that it was like a very religious
Malik Halo, get that asshole out of the chat.
sort of tone.
Mr. Dumbass.
But I learned to love the stories
Bumnuts.
before that, before I realized that they were religious. So,
Yeah. Big religion.
and
fan.
here's a little tidbit that I may not have shared.
I've been to Narnia.
When I was young,
When I was 17.
I had a little bit of a crush on the eldest Pevensey son, Peter,
We've been talking about crushes for weeks on end now. So there you
because
go.
he was just like really
I mean, look at those special
brave.
effects. Drake's got it in the Discord
That's
right now.
incredible.
Yeah,
Amazing.
love it.
yeah.
Amazing. That's
Yeah.
what my brain saw.
That's when he comes back to life. That's when Aslan comes back to
Spoiler
life.
alert.
And the girls spend the whole
But
night.
like, look at that.
I thought it was. I really, as a kid, thought it was a real lion. Like
It
I was
is?
like, how did
I
they
don't
get
know
that
what you mean.
lion to do that?
Yeah.
Like I was really like enthralled.
Hello, Darmani.
So needless to say, a few tears were
The
shed.
Chronicles of Narnia.
Nintendo, I
I
felt so seen
I
and
feel this.
loved. It was like a big hug. It's just such a very treasured little piece of me. So I appreciate it so much.
Wow.
I'm kind of speechless.
Outstanding.
It is outstanding.
Now, Mom Brain will only.
So-
well, first you're gonna have to hook up the Blu-ray player, but you're gonna only watch that on repeat for months on end.
which is
I'm
what I
sure.
did as a child.
What about the PS5?
Yes. As not no.
So
First off, she'd have to go sit downstairs, and she doesn't want to do that. But
Well, what I think you need to do is get
a lion.
a wardrobe and put it in a room with like
You
an
are a
like
witch.
like your bedroom. There's like a closet that goes like in right into
Mhm.
like not a crawl space, but
Mhm.
so you should put the wardrobe in front of that, and that's your door into the closet, and then do the closet up
You know,
like
I don't care. Go right ahead.
I
like
know you
a
don't care. I really should. I mean, I
conservatory.
I should do
You
that.
could probably even get like one of those outdoor solar lights or something and put it in. I mean, it's not going to recharge, so that's a problem. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I used to do that as a kid, right? Like I would open wardrobes
Yeah.
and I would like hope for the best, just the same as I also enjoyed Return to Oz. And in that movie, she went into this big room full of knickknacks and she had to touch something green and say Oz. I would also do that
Mhm.
very like quietly
Like
to
Herman.
myself.
So
Like-
those are way
like
better.
Dr. Oz.
Yeah, that's way better. I'm like the one in the bathroom with the lights off saying Candyman, Candyman.
Do you know what?
Like I wish I
It's-
had some wholesome
Mhm.
things to try.
Funny
I've
you
been
say that
kissing
because I did
frogs
Bloody
since I was
Mary just
8
the other
years old.
day.
Oh,
I
interesting.
was in the bathroom
Did it work?
late at night and I was like, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. And it didn't work. And you know why? Because the world out here is far scarier than
No
Bloody
wonder
Mary.
you've been so off lately. It's because of that. The Candyman or Bloody Mary's chasing you.
Bloody
Just
Mary's
like in Widow's Bay. What is he? You know, he says somebody's name.
I only watched the
times
first
in the dark.
episode.
I don't remember who.
The clown
But
killer or
Same
whatever.
kind of thing.
Also,
Um,
check out the art.
Bloody Mary's like, hell no, I ain't, I ain't coming to chase you. I might.
I
get
mean,
deported.
if you really want to,
Jadis and Aslan.
if you really want to see the art, go on, Amazon or the internet and find the Blu-ray set, and you can see all the beautiful artwork. But
Very cool.
No, that's
all
beautiful,
right, here
though.
we go.
That's so generous.
look at
and
that.
thoughtful.
I mean, he's a hot number. We're in the.
I mean,
He's
quite an outfit.
stylish,
That's
that's
so
for
far
sure.
away
it's
from
one
people
of
if
the
you want
furs
them
that
to
they
see.
found in the wardrobe on their way in because they were worried.
Talking about the kid on
Oh.
the
That's
left-hand
Perfect,
side
yeah.
of your screen
I never
right
even
now.
thought of that.
The cover of the book that
Hello,
I saw in
Laxter.
grade school makes a lot more sense now. 'cause
That's
of-
right,
Kids with the
Laxter.
Yes.
Nintendo says
Yeah.
he's laughing so much right now.
because and then good thing I didn't know Prince Caspian because I mean look at that guy. I mean he would
Which-
woo
What at the
the
top?
curly
wow,
hair in the
yeah.
middle. I mean he was a smoke show.
You know,
Yeah, it's very
he's a
Ryan
show.
O'Neal.
I'd go more.
He's a
I'd
sailor.
go more freak show, but sure.
You
Smoke
know,
show.
really. Yeah.
All right. So there you go. Thank you, Nintendo.
Well, I
Thank
also
you,
wanted
my
to
brain.
say
Puddle Glum. He's a wiggle
Now-
bum. He's not attractive.
You're just
Now we
making
can-
stuff up. man.
P-U-D-D-L-A.
Um, to take it back a couple of weeks, Mom Brain, when you were at that bookstore, the
Charmed and Bound.
yeah, the smutty bookstore, Raw Meat was in that back room looking for the horse and his boys or whatever it's called.
A horse and his boat.
Darmani wants to know the guy in
Whose horse is that?
Darmani is saying the guy in Westworld season 1. My knowledge of actors is not that good, so I don't know if that's a joke or a real question. But I figured maybe one of you
Ed
at the table
Harris?
would know.
Which one? There's
Well,
so
it
many.
says the guy, so I don't know. All right,
James
moving.
Marsden.
No, he's in the Disney movies, says Nintendo.
Oh, Nintendo, you're right. We're bosom friends.
All right.
One of the guys in Westworld was in Punisher. Did a good job in that.
Moving on.
And the other one was in he's in some other things.
Not moving on. We'll just do this.
And one of the actresses married Elon.
Oh.
One of them.
Ma?
I don't know. Can we move on? I'm
Moving
sorry
on.
for feeding the bear.
Yeah, right. I was like, what? You're gonna make this worse. Nicky Hill brought us a bag of chips today that he's been talking about a considerable amount. Now we're going to taste test them here.
I
is
texted
the-
once.
Ruffles flavor swap Doritos Cool Ranch flavor.
Oh,
Not
baby.
just anybody is promoting it though. Mr. Beast. Dude Perfect is promoting them. The guys who make trick shots. So I mean, if they're gonna put their name on it, you know
So,
it's got to be good.
All right, I'll open up and you throw a potato chip into my mouth.
So it's just Ruffles that are Cool Ranch flavor.
Yeah, but what like
There you
you're
go.
gonna taste it.
All right, I'll take this.
Oh, that was he was gonna let you feed him. You
Come on,
guys are
Ray.
like,
No,
you
he
guys
wanted
are
me to
like-
throw it like a trick shot. He just said it.
oh, I thought you were gonna be like a heated rivalry moment.
They're really
Oh, never
freaking
mind.
good.
Did
No, I never got one.
I've had plenty. They're like a greasy potato chip, but with the Cool Ranch like blast. So like it really hits in multiple like layers there.
The
right?
potato takes away from the Cool Ranch a little bit. I feel like you gotta really. Maybe if I had more,
I need a little more.
I could.
I let it sit
see.
on. I gotta let it sit on my tongue.
I don't feel like I got any Cool Ranch there. Oh, now I do.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, you'll
Yeah.
get it.
I get.
Yeah.
They're together. They're
give her a
together.
little jingle jangle.
I just
I mean-
can't believe no one's thought of it since before.
The greasiness is throwing me off because I usually associate that flavor with a greasy chip. So the greasiness of the potato chip with the Cool Ranch flavor, it's good, but I
Oh,
prefer a regular Cool Ranch Doritos.
Of course. This is great.
But
though.
I wouldn't turn those down.
These
Yeah.
would be good
I just
with
love potato chips.
like a
Well-
little onion dip too, like a yeah.
So when I have like a craving for potato chips, I just want like that oily like bite that like, you know. And so that with the Cool Ranch powder, it just hits so well for me.
Do you need them?
But the thing is I originally had in my head like what Do had, like a small little grouping, a small little handful. And then
Grouping.
when I bought the
A grouping of
bags,
chips.
when I bought the bags and I actually tried more than just a small grouping, it kind of like fell off for me. But I kept eating them and but it's still there, you know. I think it's
I
there.
put my Play-Doh down somewhere and I don't know where it is, and I think I might have eaten it.
You may have eaten it.
What did I do? I don't move from this space.
It's right behind Narnia.
Oh my god, behind Narnia, of course.
Behind the wardrobe.
I'll give him a 7.5.
Yeah, I give him an 8.
I would
I'm
eat them all
solid 8.
day long.
I'm solid 8.
If I'm if we're judging it based solely on the Cool Ranch flavoring, then the number would go down for me. But as far as like great tasting potato chip, little greasy, which is why it goes down to an 8 for me.
It does it
But
for me. Though.
it's yeah, I
The
was gonna
grease-
say I
the-
still liked it.
The oily, ruffled potato chip does it for me.
I am fine with potato chips. I like potato chips, but the greasiness has always been my least favorite part. Like it throws me off. I like a baked potato chip. Those I enjoy more, but that's just me. Nintendo says the barbecue Cheetos are really the best. I've not
Also,
had them.
if you remember, Ruffles was the one that had the
It
jalapeno
has
lime.
ridges. Oh, you hurt yourself with those, didn't you? You were like,
Those were so good. And then they were just a limited time.
Tell
but,
me more.
But Ruffles,
I want to hear.
oh,
more
we
about
talked
it.
about this in depth, my
I want to
boy.
hear about it all over
Moi
again.
bois.
They were the perfect chip,
May I
in my
touch
opinion.
myself while you're talking about them?
Yeah.
George, no.
Well, the citrus is clean, right? It
George,
should be
zip
a
up.
good-
George, stop.
But yeah, those were
Am I crossing a line right now?
not yet.
Moving on. You know,
Take-
Yeah, I
take
want to talk about a book I just finished.
Take it a little farther.
is it like
George.
a lot?
No.
Go right ahead.
I don't really think that you'll be into it, but you're welcome to it. And I
Oh.
only say this because
The Bible.
it's up. I didn't know this. It's a
Chronicles of Narnia.
You're doing stories like my dad does, and this is your new thing. Start with the thing and then explain.
the book is Alchemised
There.
by
Ooh.
Sen Lin Yu. And
Shen Yun.
no,
Shen
I
Yun.
did not know until I started reading it that it's essentially like Harry Potter fanfic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so originally Sen Lin Yu
That's
wrote
how
this
50 Shades of Grey started.
Rupert Grunt.
book called Manacled on maybe like Tumblr or whatever that, and I don't think it was ever like published. And then I guess this is sort of like another
Hermione.
like attempt or like another vibe in that direction. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's not,
That's that giant book you've been reading. You
yeah, it's
just
not
finished
fine
it?
literature. Yeah.
Scale 1
Um,
to 10.
Enjoyability,
I
it
just-
was a 10. I enjoyed it a 10.
I have not seen you plow through or
Plow
remain
is a great
committed
phrase to
a
use.
book like that in a very long time. You were
Mhm.
like almost every night really dedicating multiple hours to that book. So you must have really enjoyed it.
And it is not by any means fine literature.
Hello, Ruffles.
There's a
Good to
good
see
amount
ya.
of smut. There is
Wizards.
R word in it, not the R word, but the act of R word.
Role play?
So there's that. And there's like some body horror and some gore, but like I don't know. It did it for me. It was the right book at the right time. And if you're looking for something a little trashy, I highly recommend it.
Ruffles says sun chips are underrated, and I want to agree. Yes, I feel like sun chips are very underrated. I never go to a store to look for sun chips. I hardly ever get sun chips, but when I do eat them, I do really enjoy them.
Yeah.
So I agree. And there's so many flavors I haven't had. I've had regular. I've had
Garden salsa.
harvest cheddar or whatever. I've had garden salsa, and I think that might be it. But there's
There's
a
a
whole bunch of
French
other
onion.
flavors out there. Yeah, I haven't had those.
Oh, come on. That's the flavor. I thought.
Mm.
Really?
No,
thought
I always
the
thought-
regular
I always
flavor
thought
was.
harvest
Or I
cheddar
thought
was-
sun, was the
Well,
go-to flavor.
Yeah, but those are hot.
in
Radical Defect says they're his all-time favorite chip.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Radical Defect, to tell you what I'm about to say. I don't eat sun chips anymore. A friend of mine used to work at the Frito-Lay factory, and he told me about a specific sun chip thing that happened, and so I don't do it anymore. But
Oh, they were supposed to spell it SON.
like,
oh my god!
Yeah.
no, it was a contamination
My
issue.
sun chip.
But yeah, like obviously, don't be scared to eat them.
That was a long time ago. They're
I
not
mean,
still
at
making
least
them the same
20,
way,
at
right?
least 26 years ago, and it was one specific plant in like Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. But yeah, other than that, I don't eat them
Mm.
because I just think about what he told me.
Forever ruined.
Yeah,
I understand. I get it. But that's a shame. There's Dipsy Doodles. They're not like sun chips in
Dipsy
taste, but they
Doodles.
certainly look like a sun chip.
Farting
No, they don't.
love Dipsy
They're
Doodles.
corn chips.
Dipsy Doodles over
They
Fritos
don't.
all day.
I
Every
mean,
day.
they're wavy like sun chips,
Yeah.
but they're corn chips. They're more like.
Did you not listen to what I said?
I
said
never
they
do.
don't taste like a sun chip, but they look kind of like a sun chip because they're a wavy square. What other chip
So
you?
are Ruffles.
Oh, come on. Ruffles don't look like sun. All right, now I gotta go get the.
No, they don't. They don't. We
This
know
is
they
what this
don't.
podcast is
They're
about.
ruffled. They're not sun waves.
yeah, go get those chips.
It's gonna be a long day. Strap in, everybody.
strap.
Oh.
So I'm considering getting rid of like a big chunk of lawn, like by the sidewalk out front, and just replacing it with wildflowers.
Mm.
Anybody got recommendations?
I know nothing about flowers, but sure.
I mean, I'm thinking, and
Like-
I also would love to make
like
circles in
Oh,
the
thank
lawn
you.
out front where I
those
dump.
So they're Fritos
and have little
taste
wildflower
and
spots.
sun chip esque in look.
You don't mind if I open these up?
Please, we
Are these new to
just
you?
went
Dude,
to
have you
Beverly
never had a
Hills.
Dipsy Doodle?
Huh?
Are these new to you?
I don't believe so.
I
You're-
have never even heard of
you're in
Dipsy
for it.
Doodles until about
Really?
like 3 or 4 months ago.
And
Wow.
I
And Mom Brain was like,
yeah, they're
they
the
are
wise.
amazing.
They're the wise brand.
When I was
It's
growing
like
up,
a Frito.
yeah,
That's what
but
I'm
way
saying.
better.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I'm
Growing up,
saying.
my dad's best friend lived for Dipsy Doodles, so like we always had them
Dipsy
around for
Doodles.
parties and stuff.
Bugles are great. Yes, I
What
see.
else is in this set? Maybe you should get the whole box.
What else is in what?
It's a good mix. I'm good. Thank you.
That chip
That
mix.
comes in that chip. I'm good, thank you.
Is there a Funyun?
honey barbecue, Wise
Funyun,
potato chips.
imposter?
If you listen, I'm telling you what's in it. Wise honey barbecue chips, then regular just Wise potato chips.
That's-
Cheeto puffs, but they're not Cheetos. They're
No.
whatever Wise's version is, and then they have Wise's crunchy Cheetos.
Okay.
That's what's. But they're all great. I would say this. So first off, great deal at Beverly Jeans. It's a box of what, 52
Nice.
or 50 for like
You're the one on this.
$15. It's an
Mhm.
insanely good deal. I would say that Wise's Cheetos, both the crunchy and the puff, are better than brand name Cheeto. I think their cheese is, I don't know, more enjoyable. I'm not going to say more
They're
real
called
because
cheese
it's probably
curls,
not,
Are they
but
just called
This
cheese
is a
curls?
Super taster.
I don't know what they're called. Cheesy puffs and cheesy crunchers. I don't know but it's great.
Cheesy crunchers. I don't know.
Barbecue beef hula hoops are my favorite. Been years because I don't think I've ever seen them in the States. I don't even know what they are. Salt and vinegar Pringles are a kryptonite. I can't keep in the house. I'm a big fan of salt and
I
vinegar
can't
chips.
do
vinegar
in
salt and
general.
vinegar.
everything.
I
What?
can't do
Love
salt and
Because you
vinegar.
get the burn.
I the tingle in the back of the throat or whatever. Yes, it's vinegar. It's just too much vinegar.
Giant Reggie, you know what it's about, my friend. He says he grew up on Wise cheese puffs. They are fantastic. Okay. Moving on.
Thanks for these. These are good.
I'm glad you like them. Yes,
See-
Mom Brain was very excited about them. I tried them and I was like, I get why you like them. Yeah, it's a Frito in a different shape.
Did
But
you give them to your dad?
No. Why? My dad is a weird guy.
He's got opinions about Fritos, so I figured you might want him to
Oh.
try this.
No, he's got to. I understand what you're saying, and you're right. And we can't talk about that more, but I can say my dad has very strong opinions on all food and chips in particular. There obviously you guys know this because you know my dad well.
He sits
Things
on it
are
first, and then he
mis-
eats it.
his synapses are miswired in his brain. Like there's something that's wrong. He'll eat like a Frito or like a salt and vinegar chip, and it'll be like, there's something sweet about this, and we'll be like, what do you? There's nothing at all is sweet about this chip in any way or form or fashion. And he's like, no, it's something there. And then he'll be like, what's his famous line? I'll be like, what the hell are you talking
It
about?
puts you in mind of.
No,
Oh.
he does say that. No, he'll be like, maybe something's stuck in my denture. That's what he'll say when
Oh.
he's like, this thing
Well,
tastes
he's
like.
gotta try
and
to
then-
cover himself because you're making fun of him for trying to explore a palate, and he's just wrong.
No, come on. Exactly. That's just wrong. But yes, I will have to next time they're over this coming week. I'll have those out, and I'll make sure he tests them. He had the blueberry sourdough from Costco this week, and he liked it.
Okay.
What else did he
I
have?
had some of my blueberry sourdough.
I cut one slice and split it in half for them. Yes, they tried it.
I had some.
Oh, and you were like, I should have had one more slice in this. Where did it go?
I had some last night, and I took a bite, and a blueberry popped out like a zit popping. Like it was like bump.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yummy.
Before we get to Patreon, we have some video game related news. This comes from the one, the only Maddie Piss.
Oh, you know it's legit.
As you may remember last week's show, we did the monthly sales data for the US in March, and
That
Yeah.
time of the month.
he had some more details, which is my favorite thing because it's silly and stupid and pointless, but that's why I like it so much. Maddie Piss has shared in Q1 2026, so January, February, March, the games that sold one physical unit for the quarter. So these games are still selling, but literally only one unit sold. Connect Star Wars, Nintendo's Golden Retriever and New Friends, so that's the 3DS one. Rune Factory 4 on the 3DS. Barnyard on the GBA. Here's one for the table. Killer 7 on the GameCube. One copy sold.
Where do you find a new copy of
That's a
that?
great question. Honestly, like, it could be GameStop, but Walmart is
But
notorious.
he's only real retailers, right? So not like aftermarket.
Oh
or
yeah,
like-
yeah. This
Or
is-
like if
yes.
somebody bought it and
No,
they're
no, no,
still
no.
selling it, it's
So
still new in the
somebody bought it
package.
for $50, like
whatever
at
it
a
was
store.
priced at. I don't know what it was priced at now. It could be discounted
but
extremely
it
heavily.
wouldn't have been like $250 like
Oh
on
no, no,
eBay
no, no.
or something.
This
It's
is
like
a regular retailer that sells video games. So Target, Walmart, Best Buy.
They might be
and
selling
you-
it for
and-
an inflated price just because limited supply.
Hey,
but-
cumulative, good to see you.
and you were
If they
gonna
can do
say
that.
these retailers, because I was like, how do you get a new copy of?
Well,
Killer
they're not
7 in
new. They've been
Walmart?
sitting there forever. It's just somebody finally pulled the
But
trigger
it's
on buying
unopened. It's
one.
brand. It's
It-
still
it-
new in
yes.
the box.
It is not a new shipment. It is something they
Sealed,
originally
yeah.
got new years ago and
No.
has been
You're
sitting there
telling
waiting.
me
to
there
be
was a
purchased.
Killer 7 on a shelf somewhere in like Middle America just for 20 years?
Yeah, I was about to say Walmart is notorious for that. Games that just sit there forever in some Walmarts that never move and never got taken off the shelves.
It's like when you see a video of somebody finding a kitten or something in an alleyway. It's like it's never gonna happen to me. Like when you find the guy who goes to like the old ladies like yard sale and it's like every single Nintendo game for $20.
Here you go.
It's never gonna happen to me.
Roth says my local Walmart had Odama brand new while the Wii U was the latest
Or-
system. So there you go.
or
Next time I
somebody-
went back, it was gone. He
or
said.
somebody
Mhm.
who goes to a yard sale and buys a piece of art, and then they're like, "It's a Picasso!" Like, what?
Oh. I've never
never
come
gonna happen,
across
man.
that. But that's things
Well,
that aren't gonna happen.
That was the story of one of the people from Storage Wars. I don't know if it was the guy who recently passed away. Rest in peace.
One
But
of them did pass away. I saw that.
but yeah, they had a
He,
painting. They
he
had a
requested
painting
that he was
behind-
buried inside a storage
I
container.
knew you were gonna say it. I knew
Yeah.
you were gonna say it.
um,
That's
And
very
then like
good.
somebody like years later pays $100 to
Yep.
open that one up, and like they get his carcass.
would that be exhuming?
And is it a
I don't
carcass
know.
or a corpse? I guess corpse if you're human.
Corpse,
That's
yes.
horrifying.
Moving on. And Nintendo DS copies of Bust a Move and Imagine Babies.
You really liked Bust a Move, didn't you?
You're thinking of Bust a
Bust a
Groove,
Groove.
but
there
I
we
also
go.
like Bust a Move. Bust a Move is Bub and Bob in the puzzle game where you shoot the bubble up to the top and
Oh, yeah.
pop them as they come down.
Oh.
Also, Squeeballs Party with a stylus purchased for the DS. A Wii U copy of Tokyo Mirage Sessions Fire Emblem. Rage 2 on the PC. A PS2 copy of Aqua Teen Hunger Force Zombie Ninja Pro Am. A PS3 copy of Dragon Age 2, Splatterhouse, Battlezone. A Vita copy of Muv-Love. This is so good. A Wii copy of You Draw Dude's Big Adventure, as well as Hannah Montana Spotlight World Tour. Now, there's a collector's item. And finally, an Xbox copy of Iron Phoenix. Thank you, Maddie Piss, for sharing all those. I own some of these games. I have Splatterhouse.
Those are fun. Those are fun lists. A lot of them
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them I haven't heard of, but it's fun to hear like what the heck is selling. Literally what?
And you have to think a lot of it is like somebody wandering into a Walmart, whatever, and they're like, why is there a copy of Killer 7 for the GameCube still here? And they snatch it up.
I mean,
Because
that's ridiculous.
even if you see it and it's like still regular price, it'd be like $50. You'd be like, I'm not going to get a better deal than this for an unopened copy.
Never.
So probably. But yes, I love that. And Matty Piss also apologized, saying he can't believe he forgot to do these lately. Well, thank you for doing it, because I love them, Matty
for doing
Piss, and now
this,
we have
Ellen.
shared the details. Mom Brain,
Yes, my love.
did you know that you can join the Go Nintendo Patreon for the low
For
low
$1.
cost of $1? Thank you thank you to everybody for the support over there. Much appreciated. Also, I'll sneak this in very quickly. Earlier this week, I sent Mom Brain a little stat. Thank you, as always, for your continued support of Go Nintendo. This is a couple days old now, but earlier in the week, I showed Mom Brain the 7-day stat for Go Nintendo just on social media alone, and we had, was it 2.3 million impressions in the last 7 days? So thank you for your support. It helps me do what I'm doing, and it's crazy to see that kind of those kind of numbers out there. So thank you. But extra thank you to the Patreon people for your paid support. What did I talk about this week? I talked about Doinksoft. Do either of you know what company Doinksoft is?
I'm not even gonna make
Please go right
a
ahead.
wrestling joke.
Oh, you have to.
I think the
hunger
most
for
recent
wrestling
game
more than
they
ever.
released was Horse and His Boy. No.
So
Yes.
Doink Soft, it used to be Dink Hard.
Oh,
Wow.
there we go. Doink Soft is a developer that has made a few games. The game that they have coming up is called Dark Scrolls, which is a retro-styled auto-scroller where you play as one of, I want to say, 4 characters. Great Gift, Blood Ocean, and the screen auto-scrolls as you... it's kind of like a platformer shmup together, and you work your way through the stages and fight bosses at the end. It looks awesome. So I've been really excited for that game. It's coming to the Switch. I don't know if it has a date, but it's coming this year. And I was like, Doink Soft. Every time I see Doink Soft, I like their games. I'm like, why don't I pay closer attention to them? I was like, let me go see what else they've done just to refresh my memory. And they've done Gato Roboto, which was the black and white Metroidvania with the cat in a robot suit, basically. Gunbrella, which was I only played the demo of Gunbrella, but I loved it. It was a platformer with a unique mechanic of a gun combined with an umbrella. That was a lot of fun. I really liked it. And they did Demon Throttle, which Radical Defect posted in the Discord right now because we have a little story about that. Demon Throttle is a very unique game in a sense that it is one of the very, very, very few games on the Switch that is only available physically. You cannot get it digitally. It has not received a digital release. So if you want that game, you got to buy a physical copy. And as I was writing this article, I was like, or writing this post for Patreon, I was like, Demon Throttle. Yeah, I forgot all about that game. I want to get it. And I went on Amazon to go see, and they had 3 copies left. And I was like, I should probably buy it. And I went back the next day, and there were 2 copies left. And in the comments of this post, Radical Defect had mentioned the game, and I commented to him and I said, did you go on Amazon and buy this game? And he's like, yes, I did. So I bought my copy. So at last check, there was 1 copy left on Amazon. If it's still there,
How crazy
it might disappear.
is that?
I know, right? I
The
saw that it
only
went
people
down.
you know buying the game are people within your community. That's
Isn't
fantastic.
that crazy? So I bought the game. I'm trying not to support Amazon, but I had no problem doing it this time because I spent $0 because I had Amex points and I paid for everything with Amex points. So in my mind, it doesn't count. But anyway, I know it still counts kind of, but they didn't get any actual money.
Listen, you said it yourself. There's no shame or whatever in doing what you have to do. Sometimes you just got to do it because the far-reaching of these overlords are into everyone's
Well, yeah, I
pockets.
mean, I would say a good 90% of the time we are not using Amazon, and we certainly don't use it like we used to. But in this case, I was like, I got the points. Why not? There you go. Ice Dilbert says 1 in stock. Order now. That's it. The last one is waiting for
I
you
have
guys.
a feeling it's going to be gone before this podcast.
Have we
is
ever
over.
talked about my college roommate, Lisa, who if she's watching QVC and something comes up, it could be like bungee cords for mice. Like it could be anything.
Now I understand.
And if they say like,
There's your picture, Colonel.
we're down to our last 20 and you'll never get this price again. She's like, well, that's it. I have to buy it. Like she can't help herself. It's terrible.
Radical Defect says, as soon as I read your post, I was like, I love Doing Soft. Oh, wait, I never bought Demon Throttle and I fixed that lickety split. Thank God it's not $500 secondhand yet. Yeah, again, this game is physical only. So I picked up my copy, but I was writing that Doink Soft in general because I was like, man, what a really cool company. I always like what they put out. I'm very excited for Dark Scrolls. And I was like, why aren't they in my brain like Yacht Club and Way Forward are? And I was like, now I'm going to make a point that they are there like that because I like all the stuff that they do. So they are there. It's my my reason to get back to Gunbrella and actually play that game because, man, I like that demo. And then just things happen. So Doink Soft, check them out. Again, their next game is Demon Throttle, confirmed for Switch, published by Devolver Digital.
Radical Defect. You think that's a real number? 500 secondhand? Maybe I should be getting a copy for myself.
Said, thank God it's not $500.
No, but do you think it's really going to hit 500?
Well, more people need to talk about it first. You gotta come on. You know how the world works nowadays. You artificially inflate something, and but to be fair, physical only, not digital. So there's reason for it. You know, yes, you get. That's probably even better if you got that physical copy that Ice Dilbert just put in there. Gato, Roboto, Gunbrella, and Demon Throttle all in one package together. that's extra special. I would imagine. I don't know what ones, except 2 of those games you can get digitally. So I don't know. I don't know what'll be worth
That's
more. But
funny
anyway,
'cause
Doing Soft, check them out.
It's rated E through M, which
The umbrella has to
if
be
it's-
the M there.
but like if it's all in the same package, that package itself is rated M, right?
Yes, but they still have to show that the games are individually rated. So yeah, you're right. You can't go to the store and be like, adjust the E games, please.
Yeah.
Moving on. I also talked about Dungeon Clawler, CLAWLER, because it's such an interesting idea, and it's available right now on Switch. I really want to play it, but I haven't played it yet, which is the story of my life. But Dungeon Clawler is an
Dungeon
RPG.
Clawler.
I gotta talk about that too. Is a dungeon crawler like RPG. So you walk. I believe your character walks through. Don't do this to me, Nicky Hill. Just let me finish this, and then all right, go ahead. Just go ahead. I can see it in your eyes.
The Doink Soft collection is only $20,
Okay.
and Demon Throttle by itself is $24.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, what a deal! Continue.
So Dungeon
thought that was
Crawler
important.
is no. You when you say go on, you have to let me go on. Dungeon Crawler, you are working your way through a dungeon, and it's kind of like RPG-ish battles, but your attacks are based on what you pull out of a claw machine. So you actually play a virtual claw machine where the arm goes into the pit and brings up stuff and drops it out, and that determines your attacks. Go check out the trailer. It looks really cool. I really want to play this. I thought the idea was very unique. I can't think of any time I've seen anything quite like this. Obviously, I have played games that have virtual claw machines in them. For example, what was that game on 3DS? I always forget the name. Badge Arcade Collection that Nintendo put out. Also, Kirby's Adventure on the NES had that claw machine minigame, which I loved, and I can hear the music perfectly in my head right now. Man, I played that for so long. But yes, Dungeon Crawler out now on Switch, and it seemed to release to little fanfare. But the Steam version was reviewed very well. So I think it's one of those games that they just don't have a big marketing budget, and they're hoping spreads around through word of mouth. So here's the word of mouth. Go check it out. Oddly enough, this was really funny. I had something I wanted to write about this week on Patreon that was claw machine related. And then
For
Dungeon
$1.
Crawler popped up. And I was like, I'm going to do back-to-back claw machine game or claw machine posts. And I was like, which one should I do first? So that's what I did. What is this? Part-time UFO from Hal. Yes, that is a claw machine game too. That I played that on my phone. That was really awesome. So my second claw machine related post this week was about going to round 1 with Mom Brain, which I didn't even know we were going to do because it happened by accident.
What a great day that was.
Was a great day. Go on. You talk.
Well, we just kind of out of the blue. We try like on Sundays. We try to like do something together. We call them reventures. We like to go on reventures together. And so we decided to go to a local mall, and the mall. Let me tell you, I got a killer pair of Doc Marten sandals. It cost me though.
Are those sandals?
Yeah.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
My dad, he's like, all right, so I can't believe I didn't tell you this story. You have the picture of Dale Cooper, the one that I just hung up.
Yeah.
That was sitting on the whatever. My dad saw that, which was also next to the Doc Marten box.
Yeah.
And my dad looked at the picture and he goes, who's this? And before I could answer, he also saw the Doc Martens box and he goes, oh, what's in this box? And I said, that's talking about the box. I said, that's Doc Martens. And he goes, this guy's Doc Marten? And I was like, no, that's Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks. You didn't let me finish. Doc Martens are the shoes. And my dad goes, what are Doc Martens? And I go, no, you can't not have ever heard of Doc Martens. And he goes, no, what are they, new? And I was like, I'm going to guess they've been around since like the 50s. I was wrong. They've been around since the 40s. And I was like, do I need to say Dr. Martens? And he goes, no, I've never heard of them.
Doc
and I was
Martens
like,
are iconic.
you gotta be kidding me. So I showed him what they look like. And he's like, no, I don't know them. I'm like, all right, what? This is insane.
That's
Never heard of Doc Martens. Is that not? I mean, he's a weird guy,
But he seems to know a guy named Doc Martin because when
Dr. Martin.
he was like, "Wait, that picture's Doc Martin,"
Mhm.
as if it
Mhm.
was somebody he should know.
It just
Wow.
that proves that he's never heard of Doc Martin because he thought.
Does he know
obviously
Buster
thought I was talking
Brown's?
about the man. We could have a whole podcast of has my dad heard of this thing?
I
And-
bet you he's like, "My shoes are made by Dale Cooper's."
Yeah.
Definitely.
I was like, you've heard of Converse, right? And he got mad. He's like, of course I've heard of Converse. I was like, well, how have you heard of Converse and not Doc Martens? He's like, I don't know. But anyway, go on. You bought yourself a Doc Martens at the mall.
Yeah, but it cost me because the guy who was working there was weird.
He was talking about how he didn't want to have an electric car because he was worried about the battery frying his sperm.
Uh-huh.
True
Valid.
story.
Valid.
True.
I thought you
story.
said phallic. Phallic.
So when are you guys hanging out together?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, we were in there
DTF.
way
Uh,
too long, and I was like looking at the
How do-
other lady.
How do you go from buying checking out at a shoe store to talking about sperm counts in a car, electric car?
It went to cars pretty quickly, and I don't remember why because I was
Yeah, I don't
desperately trying to
remember
get
what
out of it.
happened.
But
Yeah,
it's
and
a
of course
long
I'm like
conver-
looking at Raw Meat to try to like draw him into the conversation, and
no.
Raw Meat's got his phone,
Yep.
and he's like,
Long
"Mm."
conversation about cars that eventually went into why he wouldn't buy an electric car because he's worried about it frying his nutsack. So,
Mhm.
but I was looking at the other lady employee that worked there, and she was behind the counter, and I'm looking at her, and she's looking at me, and I was like, she knows because she has to work with this guy, and she's looking at me like, you poor people are stuck in this, and it's going to be a while before
You
it
poor
ends," and it
people,
was.
as in me.
Well, I mean, I was in the beginning and the end of the conversation. You were, I mean, listen, you wanted the shoes, so you got them. You had to pay for them with more than money, but you got them. But
I
anyway,
did.
from that
Oh,
new Doc Martin brand.
it looks like he might be some manosphere crazy guy. If those are his thoughts.
Oh, I thought you were looking at your phone and you saw some.
Cumulative brings up that he's heard some crazy stuff out of the manosphere. People with sperm counts and worrying about that. So
Oh, yeah. I know that that's a thing. I've heard that before. I
it's
just
not,
never.
not just particular with EVs.
No. Well, yeah, it is because
Mom brain.
they don't. They think batteries fry their nutsacks and their sperm, so they don't want to sit in a battery-powered car. I've heard about all this crazy talk before. but-
No shame or judgment or anything, but did you maybe say to the could you have said in this instance, like, don't worry, buddy, I don't think anyone's counting.
Look,
oh yeah, that
I-
would have been a great idea.
The
Great
thought
idea.
went well. I mean, we told you what I did at the bookstore not that long ago.
Yeah.
So
Craziest,
mean,
craziest.
I gotta-
So did you
but
tell
anyway.
them? Did you tell them there's a man looking at shoes over there? Don't worry, he's okay.
And he's
oh
not
no,
Doc
different
or
bookstore
Martin.
situation. But I'll tell you that.
You
story
have, we
another
can't.
time. I
Yeah,
don't wanna
there's
take
too
up-
much here. This story is insane, and it's 100% mom brain.
Well, there was
is
the one
problem.
where you
I-
told some two people you should be sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, that's
yeah.
the story.
And I still feel absolutely zero guilt or shame about it.
But anyway, the mall. Jesus Christ,
It
we
was
haven't
great.
even-
It was great. It was a thriving mall. It was, unfortunately, it used to have a rainforest cafe and it no longer
that's
does,
what
which
I
is
mean.
kind of a
Mall.
bummer.
No.
But we really like,
Were you gonna try to go to that? Is that what you just said? No.
no, but
No, we have been to a whole bunch of malls, and again, we had no plans, and we were like, "Well, let's go to a mall." And I was like,
Yeah.
"What malls have we not been to that aren't like over an hour away?" Because Mom Brady had mentioned what the Pennsylvania Mall,
King of Prussia.
King of Prussia. I've
Oh,
never
that's
been
far.
there, and we looked at the stores, and I was like, "It's not all that exciting based on what I see here." And then I looked at the mall, which you now know, and I just went through a couple of things at the top, and I was like, "Oh, there's this, oh, there's
Thriving,
that. Let's
though?
go."
I thought that one was like dying.
Not one. It was
maybe I'm thinking of
so
the wrong one.
busy that some of the stores we couldn't even move around in.
Kids
We gave
kids
up
are
on the
mobbing
stores.
That I think that mall too. It's like been a thing.
What?
Kids are
Kids?
doing meetup things online and like doing these mobs. They're not like causing actual trouble, but they're just like overwhelming the
There were a lot of kids there, but they were
silly.
just
made us happy.
they were just doing kid stuff at the mall.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, there were a few stores I wanted to go in, and we went in, but we couldn't get down aisles because there were too many people there. I was like, well, forget it. But anyway, they had a round one, which I didn't know. And I've never been. I've passed by a round one. I've never gone into a round one. So I was like, this time I want to go. And I have never seen so many claw machines in my life. It
I
was like-
thankfully had my loops earplugs, made all the difference. I
It
had
was
such a
like-
good time.
how many aisles? Eight
It was, yeah, I don't know. I just followed
eight
you.
aisles of claw machines, but they were broken up into like it'd be like a long aisle, a split, and a long aisle. So I'm counting like one long aisle as one, but really it was like 16. And they had big claw machines and small claw machines and
Big wieners,
and
small wieners.
And they had plushes and they had figurines, and it was so much. So we dropped like $30 to get a card because I wanted to play. Oh my god, I didn't take it out of my pocket. I gotta get that out of my pocket downstairs.
What'd you claw?
So I tried to win. As you know, I collect anime figurines, and I had two that I really wanted. They had a Fern that I really liked from Frieren, and they had Reze from Chainsaw Man, and I really liked both of them. But they are some of the claw machines are the one where it's just a one big giant plush, and it says like pick this up and you win, and you have to drop it into the chute. And I came close a couple of times, but I never got it. So the machines weren't ready to pay out. I know how it works, but I still think it's fun. But I was like, we got to go back there. I still have like 7 credits left on my card because the claw machine was the ones I was going for was like 13 credits or something. But man, it was just so much fun. Plus seeing all the machines filled with like things that I like. I was like, this is amazing. And there were so many Hatsune Miku plush and figurines all over the place. I think they have like a collaboration going on with Hatsune Miku. But so they have claw machines. They have a giant arcade filled with traditional arcade games and, you know, like boardwalk style arcade games like basketball and Giant Connect 4 and Angry Bird. They had a huge Rabbids game. Like it was like the biggest arcade machine I've ever seen. It was like 4 arcade machines put together with like a giant screen with the Rabbids, and you had guns that you like. I don't know what it was, but it was insane. And then they had a whole section of arcade machines that were dance machines that were or music game machines that were imported from Japan. They had the one that's like the giant circle where it's got panels where you touch the panels as the notes fly out of the circle. And then they had DDR and every kind of DDR ripoff. And they had the one with just like the solid floor that you dance. They had so much, and there were people lined up at those machines to play. So it was crazy. Round 1 is really, really cool. Plus, you can get food in there, and obviously there's bowling. There's the whole bowling section. So we want to go back.
Remind me.
It was awesome.
Do you play those in public? Those DDR machines?
I was taking a drink. I'm sorry. I used to, yeah, all the time, and I definitely would now. But there was a line at every one. There was like people dancing on almost all of them, and people lined up behind them, and people standing up against the wall waiting to get into line. So they were like flooded with people. There wasn't a line at the circle music game, which I do want to do, but it was all in Japanese. And I'm like, I'm sure I could fumble my way through, but I didn't want to spend like 9 credits and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, and play, you know, like an expert song and have it end right away.
People are like waiting for you, like they're waiting for their turn, and you're just like, domo arigato.
So like I've seen the games, but I want to read more about like how to navigate the menus and play, because I really would like to play one of those. I just don't want to waste my credits and do a song that I have no way of actually playing, and then my money's gone in like 30 seconds. So, but again, bowling, food, claw machines, arcade games, awesome stuff.
I wonder if you still got it. You can't laugh like you used to. I wonder if you could dance like you used to.
You know, it has been a very long time since I've done DDR. I feel confident that I could still do it.
Yeah, I think
I don't know if I think I like need to get back into it a little bit, but I think I could still do it.
I agree.
And I'd like to try. And every time I see one of those arcade machines, I would try. It's just there's always people at them. They are always very popular and very busy. But anyway, round 1. There's a decent amount of them throughout the United States. See if there's one in your area.
I think that it would be a fun place to have a birthday party.
Yes.
Not far from there is a maybe I shouldn't say. We'll talk about
it. It's up to you. Dead body?
Yeah.
Carcass.
No, a new one. I just saw it yesterday 2 days ago for the first time. Activate, I think it's called, where they have like those games.
Oh yeah. The run on the floor and all that.
Yeah.
Yes. Ross says, I was surprised to see our nearest Dave & Buster's had a Luigi's Mansion arcade game and Rampage based on the film. Wow.
There's a Dave & Buster's out there too.
Yes, they had the Mario Kart arcade GP game at this round 1, which I've never seen in real life. I've covered it a lot for GoNintendo, but I've never they had the straight from Japan. Well, it never got released here, as far as I know. They had the straight from Japan arcade units with Japanese writing on it and everything. So yeah, they had so many awesome things, but so easy to very quickly blow lots of money in that place, especially if you're going for claw machines. So I wanted to be responsible, but next time I go back, I will be less responsible.
Was that Rampage the movie, the game? Did it play like a regular Rampage, or were like you playing as The Rock running around? Like, was it like a shooting game of some sort, like something ridiculous?
Yeah, I don't know. You'll find out, I'm
asking
sure,
Ruff, yeah.
but I'm gonna guess it's some shooting game or something.
I would assume it's the actual Rampage, just like kind of skinned or whatever. But I think I wouldn't put it past them to do like some ridiculous shooting game, just like, shoot darts at the, shrink them down.
The Roth
Yeah.
says.
Also, I wrote about canceled TV shows that really, really upset you
Hannibal.
or annoyed you. Hannibal was said at least a couple times in the comments on this post. Yes, but I was talking about, it's sad to see some shows canceled ahead of their time, actually, but I was looking more for the shows that really left you heartbroken that they were canceled. So,
Dark Crystal.
Yeah, Dark Crystal. What was it called? Age of Resistance, right?
Is that what it was called?
Age of Resistance.
Okay.
I think so. I mean, as far as like fantasy stories went, puppetry aside, like the story in that was incredible.
It had amazing
And
reviews.
it came out at a time when like Game of Thrones was still like a hot ticket too, and everything. And I feel like it definitely
There wasn't
pulled
enough,
its own weight.
There wasn't enough sex in it.
We need more puppet sex. It's true. That's the thing. Like, Netflix never officially said, as far as I know, how many viewers it got, and they couldn't justify the cost of another season. But that doesn't mean, that could still mean like 10 million people watch the show. We don't know. It's just whatever. Netflix has their weird ideas of like, it needs to do this much and it needs to have this much retention between episodes and all that garbage.
Yeah. Also, Last Man on Earth ended. It ended well. It happened to end at a good point that was almost like an open-ended ending where you can feel kind of comfortable with it. But there was so much more to that show, and it just got cut short.
Yeah,
like that show
was a good one. I feel the same way about Hannibal. Like I was bummed that it got canceled, but it like at least it's not the most satisfying ending, but it has an ending if you want to call it that.
And
I would love to see more, but I also am not left.
And I was saying in the comments, it's amazing that show existed in the way that it did and lasted for as long as it did on the network it was on, because that was just regular NBC prime time. The fact that show got 3
Hardcore.
seasons,
I mean, one of the
is
bloodiest
nuts.
shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, and like the sex scenes and all, like the fact that was on regular TV, it did it a disservice. But I'll give credit to NBC for keeping it on as long as they did, because it was a prestige show for them. But after 3 seasons, they're like, no one is watching this show. We can't keep showing this, which is such a bummer, because if it was on like HBO or Showtime, it was 9 p.m. and then moved to 10 p.m.
I wonder
10
if that
is still
I
prime
wonder
time.
like if enough people were turning it off because maybe they wanted to watch it, but like their kid's bedtime is at 10 o'clock and they're sitting down to watch television as a family. And
so
like,
I don't know I don't know how many families are sitting down at 10 o'clock to watch shows on like a Thursday
9.
night. It was at 9 and then went to 10, but 10 is still considered prime time. Anything before 11 o'clock, 8 to 11 is prime time.
That 9 o'clock window is still pretty big for families.
That is, yeah. But and that might be part of it. I mean, we're speculating, but also I think part of it is a lot of people were like, Hannibal, I already saw this, and they were like, I don't.
Well, that was the interesting thing about that third season, that the third season overlapped with like the storylines of what was it, Mindhunter?
I was gonna say Mindhunter is the show as well. Another show.
That's one for a lot of people.
Though. The movie with what was the movie with dear Lord, Ray Fiennes?
Oh, I know. That's
Red
Dragon.
So it overlapped with that. So I was watching the TV show and being like, I was feeling like, oh, I've seen this already, but it was just an adaptation of that story. Again, you know what I mean? Like that was the story that it was leading up to.
Mindhunter is a one that a lot of people are very sad it got canceled and want it back. I see that one discussed a lot. So A lot of people in the comments brought up Firefly, which I still have never seen, but I said now is my time to watch Firefly because they're doing the animated. I don't want to say sequel, but prequel, I guess. I don't know, but
You should watch Firefly instead.
that's what I just said.
Oh, okay, cool.
I said now
That's what that
is the
sounded
time.
like.
Now is the time for me to do it because they're doing the animated prequel or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Which has the original cast returning, plus no Joss Whedon.
Right,
So what more could you want? It's the
Ooh.
best of all of it. So that's right, yours, Hunter, not mine, Hunter. Yours, Hunter. And I'm trying to remember what other people said, but yes, there's a graveyard of so many shows that got left behind far too soon, and it's because networks don't have enough patience to let shows find an audience. There's a famous story of how Seinfeld was almost canceled after the first season because it didn't have an audience that NBC wanted, but somehow some powers that be at the studio or at the network were like, let's let it try and find an audience. We'll give it another season, and obviously that was a very wise decision on their part.
What would have happened to the Hogan family if they just let Valerie go after the first season? You know what I mean? They went for it, and it became one of the greatest sitcoms of what I like.
Also,
I do.
kind of a sequel, then, right?
I guess so.
What's kind of a sequel?
The Hogan
It
family
is.
was like kind of a spin-off, almost a
It's-
sequel to Valerie.
It's
true.
a love that
Is
starts
it
by
Valerie
letting
or
go.
Valerie's family. Like, what was it called? Valerie?
Thought it was just Valerie. It might
Yeah.
have been. I think
No,
it was
it's probably
just Valerie.
Valerie Hogan's family. Hogan Valerie's family.
That's like a Wheel of Fortune
Also,
clue.
here's a drawing for you. Oh my god, I just blanked on their name.
Colonel?
Crazy Colonel.
Wow.
Call of Duty Valerie. Isn't there a game called Valor? It's not Call of Duty, but
There is a game called Valorant.
Valorant. All right, never mind.
There
This went on
also-
way too long. What else did you talk about in
Well, I was going to talk about that.
whatchamacallit?
I when I put this post together, I posted my image with the post was the Orville, which isn't officially canceled, but we're so long after the third season where I'm like, yeah. And Seth MacFarlane has so many other irons in the fire. He just got finished with the Ted's second season. He's got Dungeon Crawler Carl in the works that he's adapting. He's got something else too, but that man's doing so much. So I don't know. I hope there's a fourth season, and I will. When the third season came out, it wasn't like, okay, one more season, and then well, it's over. It was like, man, this season was great. Can I know for sure that there will only be one more season? And then when I watch that season, I'll go into it knowing that we can give it like a real send off. But who knows what will happen?
Also, Toy Hunter, that really broke my heart when that got canceled, and
Wow.
Forge and Fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say for other reasons than just. I got
Um,
another Forge and Fire TikTok
Although Forge
yesterday.
and Fire was not officially canceled, they're quiet canceling everything. They just don't renew anything anymore. But yeah,
It's one of those, it had like an insane amount of views and like over 300,000 likes, and it was like, AI
making
voice
fun
was
of
like
it.
the contestants. No, just a
Oh, really?
synopsis of one of the episodes. It was like the contestants on this Forge and Fire had a challenge unlike any other episode in the show, and then it was like, they made knives and cut things. I'm like,
That's
I don't
every
know, I think this is
episode.
every episode. But anyway, people in the comments of that show. People in the comments for any time that show is posted are always like, bring this show back. This
Yeah.
was great. Blah, blah, all this. I don't know. But again, like that's how TV is so crazy because, like years ago, they were like, well, time for Cheers to end. It's not pulling in viewers like it used to. And that show was
13
getting like
million.
13, 14
Yeah.
million, which are numbers that any
Now-
network would kill for right
but now we have 13 million channels. So like, I know it's a lot. I'm over exaggerating, but
Numbers.
so nothing is gonna get 13 million views. I mean, they still do. Hey, Jersey Shore was still pulling in tens of millions of viewers, and they're
Good.
canceling that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is anymore. I don't know, like
I don't know if they're canceling. Like, I don't even know actually, but like they're trying to restructure.
You think at some point some networks would be like, we've been going down this same path for decades now, and it's only getting worse. Perhaps we're doing something wrong here, but they're like, nope, not enough viewers. Keep doing it.
And
So
guess what? It's gonna get worse.
yeah, it's gonna get worse.
This
Exactly.
whole Paramount situation. It's gonna get
Oh
worse.
yeah, it's gonna get way worse. So show like popular shows now. if something gets like 7 million viewers, it's like astronomical where they're like, oh my God, this is our cash cow. This is insane. So, and then, fast forward 5 years, it'll be like, wow, 4 million viewers. This is nuts. That's because they never take a step back and look at like how they can rejigger the situation rather than be like, no, we need more people and it's not enough and we cancel the show. So
Yeah,
they're doing it to themselves.
The thing that really makes me sick about everything, you were talking about it a little bit last week about American Gladiators. Everything has to be the biggest and the best, and this never been done before. For the first time ever, it's the biggest, blah blah blah, and it's like, just stop with the grandiose, like, whatever. Like, I don't even know.
Just give it to me straight, Doc.
Like,
Doc Martin,
just provide entertainment for what it is. Also, I was listening to the podcast from last week. That person that's on the green screen, they were never even there. They're watching a cut of it later and just making comments.
That's what I said. Yeah, it's
room.
very clear.
Yeah,
it's very clear that guy's not wearing any pants or anything. He's sitting in some room in his house with a green screen. Yeah, and whatever. Moving on, I also wrote about City of None, which was revealed this week. I found out through
literal nuns.
None.
No.
I found out about it through Lena Rain, the composer of Celeste. This game is made by Noel Berry, the co-creator of Celeste. And
hey, that's the guy you like, Noel.
I do like Noel.
Oh wait, no, you like
and
Matt.
I like Matt Berry as well. So
you got my jokes.
Yeah, so I like both of those names. Both of those British people. It's true. Noel Berry and his brother. I don't remember his brother's name.
Boysen.
Boysen. I'm sorry, Nolan Boysen.
Is it older
That's
brother?
The father. But it is a game that has a retro style, obviously, because that's their bread and butter. And it's a where Celeste was more like platformer, like Super Meat Boy style challenging platformer. This is more of a Metroidvania with some of those Celeste elements in it. But you are a spirit that finds like a wooden dummy, and you inherit the dummy, and you are on some adventure with some story where obviously the trailer doesn't give you all the specifics, but in typical Metroidvania fashion, you go around and get new abilities to access new areas, all that stuff. But it looks phenomenal.
Do you get the abilities, or does the dummy?
The spirit does, and then he, they are channeled through the wooden dummy. The soundtrack is really interesting. Elena's not doing the soundtrack. The music in this, it has chiptune elements and it has other instruments and other sound fonts, but the end result is a sound and style that I don't feel like I've ever heard in a game before. It's pretty unique in a way. And if you go to the official website for City of None, you can hear like, I want to say 10 tracks from the game. It's got a really interesting soundtrack. I really like it. But 2027, City of None, only platform announced right now is PC. I have no doubt it will land on something Nintendo related at some point because they had such a hit with Celeste on the Switch. So expect this one on Switch and or Switch 2 at some point in the future. But again, 2027, hopefully this does not get canceled as their last game did, which I was so excited for. And I can't remember the name. Somebody knows in the Discord. And Lena Rain was doing the soundtrack for that game, which really bummed me out because she did the theme song, which we heard and I thought was gorgeous. And Lena said she didn't know what she was going to do with the music for that game, but eventually she just put it out as an album for the songs for a game that never will exist, which is sad, but the music is amazing. But anyway, City of None 2027, if and when it is announced for Nintendo's platforms, I will let you know. And finally, the last thing I talked about was, do you have game specific
When will you wear wigs?
controllers? So controllers you only use when you play one type of game or one game in particular. I'm not talking about controllers that are specifically made for a game, but a controller where you're like, this is my controller for this game, because I have had that and I do have that now. I have one controller that I use specifically for Fortnite because Fortnite is the game I spend most of my time with. And it puts a lot of mileage on a controller. So I have one controller on my Xbox that is for Fortnite with one headset plugged in that is for Fortnite. I never disconnect it And that is all I use that controller for. And then I have another Xbox controller for everything else I play on Xbox. That's the game. Thank you, Roth. Earthblade was the canceled game from the Celeste people, sadly. Go listen to Lena Rain's music. And then obviously, when I was really into Smash Brothers, I had one controller that was just for Smash
with
Brothers.
the chewed up thumbstick.
That was the one.
Aw.
Which I still have to this day.
It kind of helps. It gives you traction.
It was you get a grip on the controller without a doubt. It's a GameCube controller that I used. So when I played Smash on the N64, it destroyed controllers like none other because that game, you know, smashing the joystick was one of the moves. So, that controller my N64 controller for that game got destroyed. So when Melee came around for the GameCube, I was like, let me make sure I use just one GameCube controller for this. And I used that for Melee, and I used that for Brawl, and I used that even for Smash Brothers Wii U, 3DS, or Wii U, and then on to Ultimate on the Switch. Although my real Smash days were in Melee and Brawl. I didn't play nearly as much on Wii U and 3DS because I was working, and then like Ultimate, I really didn't play a lot of. I played, but not a lot. But back in the day, it used to be like Lube, John the Savage, myself, and another friend. We would play Smash Brothers nonstop, 99 stock matches, and it was all with that GameCube controller, which I still have, and it still works. The joystick does not feel as good, not just because the rubber was ripped off, but because, you know, it's been beaten to crap over the years. But it does still work. So the buttons are a little soft. The joystick isn't what it used to be, but it works. And I have a lot of...
And it's Buddy that... Was it Buddy or Dizzy?
How dare you? Buddy would never.
He would
yes,
never.
It was Dizzy.
It was Dizzy.
Buddy never ate a game controller in his life. He
No,
ate
I mean-
cigarettes, he ate pennies, but he would never touch a
Pencils.
game.
Remember the time he ate an
Pencil,
Altoid and he regretted
ate
it?
an Altoid and
He, like,
it out of his
foamed
mouth
at the
fast enough.
mouth.
Yeah.
The poor guy.
He saw us eating it and it like fell and he was like, yes.
And he was quick too. He didn't miss a trick.
For the size of that dog, he
Yep.
was fast.
Tony, I have not heard that it's back. If Earthblade is back, that's news to me, but I believe it's canceled as far as I know.
Oh, they probably just see that it says release date coming soon.
Yeah, it shouldn't still say that on Steam. But anyway, do you guys? Well, Mom Brain, you don't. Do you guys have controllers that you only use for one game?
Nope.
Or
Excuse
one
me.
type of game?
You're not remembering.
Player one, player two.
that
I
I
thought
had-
of it right when you said
They
it.
were
That doesn't
labeled.
count.
They were
That's
labeled with
right.
Sharpie marker.
So you only had one controller for every game because it is the controller that said player
right.
one.
That's right.
That's great.
Player two
Mom-
controllers practically
Hello,
brand new.
Piper. Mom Brain also has the Nitro grip too, but that's not just a grip. That's not really a controller. I guess.
You can use that as a regular controller outside of it. You can.
And I would.
And yes, that is what she was playing with everything. Cumulative says, I've never tried an Altoid. I mean, I'm more of a fan of Altoid sours, but I don't want to say I like an Altoid. I'm fine with
I
an
mean,
Altoid.
don't go into it thinking that it's fun candy. It's
Yeah,
like a
it's-
mint.
yeah.
It does a job.
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
fine.
It does a job. So that's what I wrote about on Patreon this week. Again, thank you for your support. But Mom Brain, let us know. Not yet. Really quick, I want to say, Colonel, you had been asking me to read Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I said I would give it a try. And Mom Brain, as you know, did not like Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm sorry that she reacted like that, but
Just wasn't for me.
it is. So I can tell you, Colonel, there's a reason I'm telling you all this. I am now, let me go check, because I read a chapter a night of every book that I read. I just do a chapter a night. I am now 81% through the book, so I'm getting towards the end. And in the first few chapters, I was like, I don't know about this. But now I will say I am very much enjoying it. And it is to the point where, unlike any other book ever, I now sit down and I'm like very excited to see what happens next. Because I have always had that thing where I start down to read a chapter and I'm like, here we go with this book again. And it could be, even if I like the book, I feel that way because I think like I did when I was in school. But with Dungeon Crawler Carl, I have reached a point where I do not feel that. And it is the first time I've ever felt like that. I'm like, ooh, another chapter. This is exciting. It doesn't bother me that I got to sit down and read. So I'm very much enjoying the book. I have issues with it. Like the humor isn't for me and I'm not too keen on there being a talking cat, but it's okay.
How's the descriptions?
Great.
Minimal.
Very minimal.
Very nice.
This is how
Is it a
that
comic book though, or a book?
It's a book. They're turning
There's
it
a lot of
into a
books.
graphic novel.
There's a
It
lot
is
of
a
books.
series of books. Yes, it was popular. It's the whole series is incredibly popular, which is why it's becoming a TV show and a graphic novel. But yes, it's a traditional novel. I think there's like 8 of them or something. But very easy read. And yes, descriptions are very much at a minimum. I said to Mom Brain, like, this book moves. People have conversations, and that speaks for what's going on. I'm like, this is great. Or if it's like, let's say Carl has to go down this path in a dungeon. It's not like the dungeon
gotta
was
crawl
adorned
down
with
it.
mossy stone and clearly from water that's been dripping from centuries
Yeah.
ago, and
Keep
the
it
bricks
going.
were
Now
made
I'm
of
getting
little-
a
Right,
picture. I'm
right?
getting a nice
You'd
picture.
hate
all
it.
that
You'd hate it.
You should be a
you
writer,
don't.
actually,
Hi, Guy Bones.
honestly.
Good to see you.
Yes.
In this, it's like I walked down the dungeon and there was this monster at the end, and then I had to do that, and I'm like, yes, yeah, okay, yes, things are happening. And then instead of like describing conversations or people, it comes out in the conversations between the people, which is great.
So the people will be like, as I came down here, the mossy walls of the.
No, they don't do
They
any of
don't-
that.
Then
They
how do
talk
you
like,
know what the dungeon
I
looks
went
like?
down-
they tell you
downstairs?
in like a couple sentences what it looks like. You don't. They don't need to hear about like all. I personally don't need to hear it. And I gotta say,
The
It's
dungeon
crazy.
was dark.
because I
Okay.
feel like I'm in it when I'm reading it. I'm like, yeah, I can picture what's going on. This is great.
It looked like a dungeon.
But yeah, it just the book moves like it, and I don't need a quick paced book, but I feel like I feel like I'm on the journey. But anyway, the whole reason I'm telling you this, Colonel, because you asked me to read and I'm enjoying it. I was, my mom and dad have read books all my life, and I have done nothing but talk to them about books that they have not read or won't read. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I finally read books, and now you guys just won't read any of these. My dad, I was talking this week about Dungeon Crawler Carl, and he's like, was it like a video game or something? And I was like, well,
It's
yes.
like reading a video game.
Yeah, and I was like, you're not wrong, but it's also just a book, like, and I was like, God, you're so like flippant about this stuff. And I'm like, you read so much stuff, and the one thing I say, you're like, and he's like, I just whatever. I don't think I like it. Well, I guess my dad thought better of it, because my dad sent me this picture today. My dad has bought the
Wow.
book out of nowhere. And I was like,
Maybe
what
he
the
already
hell?
had it and didn't know.
Great.
Did
chance.
he?
And he
Did he
said-
text
Did
you?
Did he show you the
to
books
say,
he brought?
I saw one of them because
Yeah.
he thought it was my
I
sister's.
feel like he'd be like, "Have you heard of this book?" Like he's introducing it to you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the normal one. But
It's
he's
not about Carl Weathers. I thought it was his biography.
And
Carl
he,
Sagan.
so he texted me this picture and he said, "Ready, steady, go," because my dad's a weirdo, but in a loving way. And I said, "You bought it?" And he said, "Obviously. How else can I read it? I don't have a treadmill." So he's because I watch things on my phone on the treadmill, so now he thinks I'm reading books on the treadmill, which I guess I could do.
That was pretty good. That
And-
was pretty good.
And I said, I hope you like it. It took me a couple chapters to get into it, but now I'm really enjoying it. And he sent me a picture of the first page, which has a picture of the cat. And he says, "Pictures of a fat-bellied cat leaping, flying. How could it be bad?" So I'll keep you posted, Colonel. But Colonel, right now I will send you the picture.
And then the second page has words, and he's like, "What are these?"
That's funny because I mean, I'd heard of it before, and I think Mom Brain just mentioned it to me in passing. But a friend of mine months ago texted me out of nowhere and was just like, "Have you read this? It makes me think of you. I think you'd like it." And like in my mind, I was like, "What is it? A stupid video game book?" So it's funny because like I shouldn't have that reaction because I like video games and I'm okay with books. So like. Why do I
Somebody telling
have
you
that?
about stuff that I like?
Right?
I don't
Like,
like it.
it's-
But you already take
mental.
that as an insult if it's video game related, and somebody's like, "Oh, I thought of you."
I mean, it should be like, first of all, I thought of it afterwards. I was like, I should be happy anyone's thinking of me at all. Like, to be honest with you,
does
it was
feel
actually
nice.
after the fact, it was quite touching to know that they had thought of me. But at the time, I was like, oh, because it's a video game book for dummies. Like, that's why I'd like
How
this.
dare you pigeonhole me? Do I like video games? Yes, but that's not the point. Yeah, I mean, in the book, obviously, it operates like a video game. There are things that are like a video game, but it's not a video game. It's like a reality competition. It's like the Running Man, basically. But the people in the dungeon have a video game-esque like menu that they can go through. So, yeah, to describe
a
it,
HUD. They have a HUD.
That's true. They have a HUD. Yeah.
They talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, there's a like video game like mechanic to it, but yeah. I mean, I really like it. I've never like the Raven Scholar overall. I really enjoyed it, and it's my favorite book that I've read. And Raven Scholar is easily better written than Dungeon Crawler Carl. And overall, I can easily recognize that it is the better book. But Dungeon Crawler Carl is a more enjoyable read for me just because of the momentum that the book has. Like I don't need things to be exciting all the time. But as you know, when books are bogged down with descriptions, I feel like it becomes a slog. And I'll read chapters where I'm like, well, nothing happened here. We just got to this castle and I heard about what the banners are made of and like why the paintings were painted this way. And I'm like, okay, like if this matters later on, great. But more often than not, for me, it doesn't matter. Like I don't hear anything about any of that later. It's just, trying to paint the picture in people's minds, where I guess I'm more like, give me the general bones of the structure and I can make the visual in my mind. Like I can pick, I don't need all the other stuff. I can imagine what you're talking about. But so yeah, Dungeon Crawler Carl, I'm enjoying a kernel, and now we'll see what my dad says. And who knows?
I'm interested to hear what he thinks.
I got no idea, which is basically how I feel about him with everything. But this in particular, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what he's going to think of it. But there you go. So he did that, and I was shocked. Not often my dad often shocks me with things he does, but not in this way, where I was like, wow, he like heard about something I was enjoying, crapped all over it, and then actually turned around to try it. And I was like, wow, I don't know why this time that happened, but it happened. So
is there a photo in there of him wearing Doc Martens? Or sorry, Dale Cooper's?
I can't see his feet in the picture, so I don't know. All right, now, Mom Brain, it's time for news. Finally. Ice Dilbert says they were in a bookstore and they had signed copies of Dungeon Crawler Carl's Home for $100 each. Yeah, the book is ginormously popular.
Signed by your dad?
I've never heard of it aside from
it's
once or twice. I think you mentioned it here, but we didn't really talk about it.
Nicky Hill.
Maybe you did, and I
popular.
wasn't paying attention.
I mean, we were at Barnes and Noble, and I had a big display of all the books.
I haven't read a book in.
You know what? I'm going to send you home with a book with no pressure
homework
whatsoever, called Strange Houses. I think you'd really like it.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
How many pages?
Let's do some news.
There's pictures. It's not a lot
pictures.
Of pages. It was a
Little Miss Strange House.
nothing. It's nothing earth shattering, but it was a fun read.
That's the Mask book we saw.
Yes.
All right. First story. What do we got
Cher
here?
movie.
This is a rumor from a trusted source in
Stu
the
Michaels?
movie industry.
Oh,
This person is known. Basically, they are the Mr. Grubb of the movie world.
Oh.
And they've heard a rumor that Nintendo
Walton
is
Grubbins.
pitching a Metroid movie. And apparently Sony and Universal are right now fighting each other to get the rights to do this movie. So
Fighting each other to see who can ruin this franchise on the big screen.
well, let's start positively because we don't, or let's start just neutral because we don't know.
Oh, you're upset about the Resident Evil.
I don't want no more Nintendo movies. I'm over it now.
Why? You've seen one Mario movie and you thought it was okay.
I've seen two Mario movies.
You saw the second movie? Oh, the original movie? Okay. Come on. Like,
Look, it's it's fine. Make them. It's not going to affect the video games. I'm just being a baby about it. I mean, like, come on. Are we really going to get good ones? If we're going to get good versions, then fine, make them. But
It's hard.
does anybody believe that these are going to be good?
It's hard to adapt
yes.
this medium into a film and have like a full story and everything because we get so like playing video games is not a passive form of entertainment, and like you get very much more what are the words that I'm trying to think of? Like
immersed.
Like you get more of like a an emotional connection to the things because you're the one controlling it. So yeah, when they make that switch over to like a narrative medium that's more passive or whatever, now you're just forced to sit and watch somebody else play the game.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it can't be
And it's
a
also
good movie or a great movie.
No, it can be good, but like I just hope that they put in the work to get it there and give it
Yes.
depth, not just have like and I know some people get upset when we talk about like the Super Mario movies and stuff like that, but like
Who gets upset? Kirby?
no, like on the comments. That,
Oh my God! Please stop. We're a Nintendo podcast.
No, I get it.
Talking about the Mario movie. I don't care what your opinion is. That is more topical than what we usually talk about. We were talking about Ruffles potato chips earlier.
Yeah.
We could go back to that.
No, but just saying that it was a shallow movie or something. Like I don't necessarily mean it was like shallow, but like there's no extra depth to it that
You
I
feel how you want to
explained.
feel about the movie, and that's okay. One person's shallow movie could be another greatest movie of all time. There's
mean,
no
we've
right or
already
wrong about a movie.
had that
It's you watch the movie and you
conversation
take
amongst
away
us,
with it
so.
what you want. So some people love it, some people hate it, some people are indifferent. It's the whole spectrum, and it doesn't matter. You watch the movie and
But-
take from it what you want.
But like over the course of like 20 hours of playing a Metroid title or something like that, and you're learning things as you go, and like you're discovering the stuff, and then to watch like a character discover that stuff in an hour and a half, it's like
Well, again, that's you picturing, how it will work out in your mind. And I'm not saying that couldn't happen, but could also be adaptations that work really well,
Or maybe we'll
adaptations
get
that blow you away.
a Metroid movie that doesn't take place. It doesn't even have Samson in it, and it's a side story that's not ever any. It's just in that
Remember me?
universe.
So how about this?
Maybe it's like a janitor who works on a space station.
You can be,
Is that what
when
Resident Evil's about?
Dead
When-
Space.
Metroid is, or whenever a video game movie is made, you can be apprehensive because you're thinking, I don't know how they would be able to do this and have it come out right or all that. But like, I think what people also need to do is remember to take the neutral stance as well. You could be like, I don't know how they're going to do this, and I really don't think it's going to work out well. But, let's see what they actually do, and then I'll watch the movie at
Yeah.
home or go to the theater, and then I'll have my final judgment. It shouldn't just be like, this is going to be bad. It's not going to turn out right, and I think it's a bad idea.
don't think
How
I
about
don't-
You can have all that opinions, but also recognize that I need to stay neutral and at least give the film a shot.
I'm
too.
open to things. I don't think I
Yeah, I'm
automatically
not
go
saying this is
towards
the
like
royal you.
there's when I see like a trailer or something, it makes me a little concerned or like whatever apprehensive, just because like when we went to see the Mario movie and the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer played, and I think I leaned over to you both, and I was just like, that trailer for a movie that's at most 2 hours or something, I don't know how long the movie is, that trailer looks like it had more content than like one full series of the TV show. And so when like they're trying to jam all that in, like I get a little apprehensive of like that might be a little too much. They bit off a little too much,
Too much spicy for the pepper.
a little more than they could chew
And
or
you
whatever.
can 100% feel
Uh,
that way, but you need to see the movie. It's
But
fine.
yeah, I'm not like completely shutting it down. I'm still
Yeah.
gonna watch it.
And that's fine. That's all that I ask for. That's all you can hope for, is that people could be like, have the most bitter, pessimistic opinion of all time, but then watch the movie and see like, okay, I was right to feel that way, or maybe I was too harsh, or I actually really liked it. Because we've all had all of those experiences. You've watched a trailer, loved it, the movie sucked. You watched a trailer, hated it, the movie was great, and then everything in between as well.
Well,
Or you guys watch a trailer and you're mid on it, and then you watch the series and you're like, oh my god, that was the best
Exactly.
thing I've ever
See?
seen my whole life.
yeah.
There you go.
A Metroid or a Zelda movie probably has a better chance of being good than say The Last of Us, or Halo or Uncharted. You know what I mean? Like there's just something that about like those experiences that are a little more narratively focused, whereas Zelda and Metroid, like, yeah, there's a story, but we're not focused on that as much as the gameplay. So there's a better chance for them to, because you can't recreate that lightning in a bottle, as the Last of Us show is proving. So take something that's like whimsical or whatever and do it up. Congratulations, Sony. I hope it goes well.
See, like, I think you can 100% offer a Last of Us experience as a movie or a TV show that would really work well. The problem is when people get in there and rejigger things and add in things that aren't part of the experience and just start twisting it into something that is not what the original source material was. Like if they stayed, the closer you stay to something like The Last of Us, which is so great because of its narrative, the closer you stay to that in an adaptation would make for a better adaptation. And then the further you stray from that and try and do your own thing and make storylines that aren't part of the game and all that stuff, that's when waters get muddied and you're like, what are we doing here? Now the stuff that was in the game that is good isn't being given the service it deserves, and now we're also inventing other stuff that has nothing to do with it. So it's a amalgamation of everything people don't want, and it becomes what it is now. That show has lost most of the goodwill it had, and most of the audience it had as well, because they strayed too far from the source material. But with the Metroid movie, who knows? We'll see what happens. I'll remain optimistic. And
what if the Metroid movie is like a coming of age story of a Metroid growing
follows the Metroid specifically
from a little Metroid into a mother brain?
Well, I mean,
No.
Super Metroid is about following the baby Metroid that becomes attached to Samus, not literally attached, but emotionally attached, and it ends up coming to save the day at the end of the game. So,
Spoiler alert.
What I can say is, thank God they're doing movies. None of this like TV show, like oh, it's got to be 8 to 10 episodes, and it's got to be, we gotta, because it's so long, we gotta like write this crap out. No, it's an hour and a half, 2-hour movie, and then I can go home and take a nap.
You serious?
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. Like, thank goodness that these are movies and not TV shows.
I don't understand the sentiment at all, but I do not.
Shorter, and it's one thing, and then it's over. Like ripping off a Band-Aid.
But it's like you're saying, shorter is good and longer is bad. But I don't
Usually.
know why that is.
I feel like with these format, with these stories,
short could be bad and long could be good.
Longer is a little bit better.
That's the thing. There's like no inherent good, short, bad, long. It's just you need quality writing for any of it, and you can have a great, expertly written 8-episode Metroid TV show.
That's why all this stuff sucks. The writing's so terrible.
Yes, that is largely why.
Okay, now hopefully they'll get good writers.
Yes,
Nope,
wrong. Or people that are.
I mean, what are they going to?
You need good writers and people who are familiar with the source material. That's what you need.
Just
a
have
combination
to
of both.
That people who actually care about the content,
yes,
are taking the lead,
yes,
and not just people who provide the money.
We need Tony Gilroy in there. Get him
Unfortunately,
right in the Zelda
people
movie.
who provide the money most often provide a lot of the input into how to use that money.
So Sony and Universal are apparently going back and forth, bidding over this movie. And then we don't know any other details, obviously. But Sony is doing the Legend of Zelda movie. Universal has done the Mario movies. So we don't know if it'll be live action or animated or what. But
that's another thing too, where like, again, it's just Stu Michaels complaining about anything he can, but like, shouldn't they ink something with one company that cares so much and is like, we'll do all your movies, we'll really do them up? But no, they're like, oh, this guy's we'll piecemeal this to this company and this to this company, and we're gonna make billions. And they did. Congratulations.
Well, again, I think that's what Nintendo is doing, because they don't want to say one company is the right fit for all of our IP to be turned into movies. They want to shop things around and be like, who's got the best pitch? Who's got the best direction? Who's got the best idea? Who's got the best whatever? Rather than being like, Universal, you're our go-to for all of these movies, and you're going to adapt them. And they feel Universal is the best fit for the Mario anime movies, but they felt Sony was the best fit for a Legend of Zelda movie. So I appreciate that approach, where they're not like, okay, we're locked in with you forever. Because let's say they do the Legend of Zelda movie with Sony and it sucks. And if they sign a deal for all their IP, you'd be like, oh my God. It's like Sony with their Marvel movies. It's like, no, all of these IP are tied to this now. So you get Morpheus and all, like, now forget it. They're all Sony. And it's
I see what you're saying. I was just going from a place of hopefully they'd be good. But yeah, if they're going to be bad, then shop it around.
Right. That's what you have to imagine Nintendo is to some degree thinking who is the best fit for this movie for A, B, C, D for whatever reason.
And they went with Universal or Illumination. That was also like, I feel like that was kind of like there was a relationship there with the parks. and stuff like that. So it almost made sense, or
Yeah.
maybe that was part of the deal.
I'm sure that was all part of the
But
backroom deals. Yeah.
When you look at the stuff that Sony Animations is putting out lately,
well, this is live action now. Oh, you're talking about if they were to do a Mario movie? Yeah, I would say Sony's leagues beyond Illumination in terms of the quality of the content. Yes, I would 100% agree with that.
or like
Sony
the
has very much impressed me
creativity
in
and
recent
like
years.
and yeah, like just like the
Yep, I agree.
emotional kind of weight or whatever.
I certainly 100% agree. So we'll see what happens with this. Again, it's just a rumor right now, but it's not surprising. And they're saying they heard apparently Universal's pitch for a Metroid movie. They want to go more into a horror aspect of the game. But they're still not going to hit an R rating. So that's fine. You know, PG-13 or even PG could work. But yes, I understand that.
I mean, that probably upsets a lot of people for me. Just not who cares what I say, but like people probably don't agree with it. But I really like the idea of utilizing genres. So
I think horror would be a great fit for Metroid.
because like it was almost the most recent Jurassic Park was almost marketed as a horror, but then like you
I've
watch
heard
it.
was
I
a
mean, it
horror.
was to sit through it, but like it wasn't. It still wasn't like a horror movie, and like I was thinking like that would just be a fun way to experience
with
Jurassic Park or Jurassic World.
Start with Dread, Metroid Dread as the basis for a horror where you got Emmy sneaking around and all that. That
Well,
works.
the original Jurassic World has horror elements, and I feel
They
like
all
they're
have
enhanced
elements.
by. I think it's enhanced by the fact that you care about the characters on the screen.
But it's also Jurassic Park. Did you say like the original?
Yeah. The
It has-
Stormy Night.
it has
where the
elements,
lawyer
but
gets
it's-
bitten in half.
but
That's
it's
pretty
still-
hard,
I don't know.
horrifying.
It's still more adventure, right? I can't. I don't know how it's even classified. Is it? Maybe it is horror.
You were a tougher kid than me. You two children. You must have been unstoppable.
Why? What are you talking about?
You guys were some evolved children.
Why? What are you? Were you
He
just?
gets
scared?
mad
Did
that we
you
don't get
not
scared at
get
what he gets scared at.
I don't
when I
remember.
was 13
I honestly
watching
don't
Jurassic
remember what I got
Park, I was
scared
scared. Scared happy.
Hawk says, I've spent a weird amount of time in my head thinking about how a Metroid movie could work. I do think it's possible. Yes, any adaptation of anything can work as a movie or TV show. It's all about the right pieces of the puzzle coming together. There's no such thing as a movie, or as a game or a book or a TV show that can't be turned into a movie or any other. All of it can work 100% of the time. It's just the right pieces of the puzzle coming together. Just like, for the Mario movie that was out when we were kids, the right pieces of the puzzle were not there. But for the Sonic movie that came out nowadays, the right pieces of the puzzle were there. So it's just, you need the right people. That's all it takes. Everything can be adapted with love and care and skill. It just, you need the right people.
Or like we had talked about the new Clayface, like that's like a body horror or whatever. Like it's telling that story and just putting it in a bit of a different context or whatever with perspective. I'm interested to see how it plays out.
I'm interested in this. Continuing on with the movie news, we know that Nintendo Illumination have another movie. Illumination is the studio that Nintendo has worked with to make the 2 Mario movies. They have another movie coming out April 12th, 2028, but we don't know what it is. And it
Ooh.
is not, as far as we know, a Mario movie, or at least a Mario-centric movie.
as Fox.
So,
That's
Fingers
got to be
crossed.
it.
but the consensus is it will be a Donkey Kong movie, which would make a lot of sense for Illumination
yeah, I
to
guess
do
so.
a Donkey Kong movie. But that is not proven anywhere. There's no inside information, but most people are believing it will be a Donkey Kong movie. But we do know for a fact, again, April 12th, 2028, as of right now, Illumination and Nintendo have a new movie coming out. So we know it's animated. And if Illumination is teaming up with the game, you'd have to imagine it will be somehow tied to the Mario universe.
I'd say either Donkey Kong or Yoshi, because those are the other rides they have at the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like those can be children's movies easily.
Yeah, without a doubt. So we'll see. I would love if it was a Star Fox movie. Probably won't be, but who knows?
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't think they would do that. Not enough kids would want to go watch it, I think.
As a Mario movie, yeah, I can't imagine that would be the case. But I would like to imagine that's the case, but I know it's not. So, a few years off, but we'll find out slowly but surely. King Broly says it's Donkey Kong, obviously. There you go. Mark King Broly's words down. It's Donkey Kong. Again, that's what most people think. Moving on to non-movie related news. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is available on Switch 2. It launched in January. And we know that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the sequel to that game, is coming to Switch 2, I believe, June 3rd, which isn't far off, guys, because we're in May. It's just barely a month away. Well, here's great news for you all. A demo is available right now. A surprise demo dropped for that game as well. On the Switch, on the Nintendo eShop, you can hop on your Switch 2 and download a demo for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It lets you play chapters 1 and 2 of the full game. And in chapter 1, Cloud recalls a fateful moment from 5 years ago. I won't say
Five. Yeah, that's a good.
Did I say 5?
Yeah.
5 years ago. So sorry.
Now I'm hungry for fries.
Take control of a younger Cloud and the legendary war hero blank. Blah, 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 blah.
Could almost call it pre-birth.
I think
In
we know.
chapter 2, Cloud and his friends set forth on a new adventure across the grassland regions. Enjoy several hours of thrilling combat, hidden treasures, side stories, and the beloved Queen's Blood card game.
Bow,
So there you
wow,
go.
wow, bow, wow,
Go
wow.
try out that demo. You can also players can pre-order the full game on Switch 2 to get some bonuses as well.
Several hours in a demo.
Oh yeah, I mean it's an RPG, so you
Yeah,
know,
they
several
gotta
hours
get you hooked, baby.
is not hard to do. Like the Dragon Quest 11, 9, 9. The Dragon Quest 9 demo is like very long because the
Nine.
whole game is huge. So it's like I want to say there's like 6 to 8 hours worth of content in that.
Wow.
By the way, not a top story, but I'll mention it because I'm talking about it right now. Dragon Quest 9 just got rated for Switch 2 release. So if you haven't played that on Switch yet, although it's not officially announced by Square Enix. Wait, is it 11? Am I losing my mind?
I don't know.
Dragon Quest 11 is the newest one that's
It's
out.
5:01. It's just after
Yeah.
5.
It's 10 hours.
What's going on?
Stupid.
Dragon Quest 11 and the
Oh,
demo
wow,
is 10
12?
hours. Okay. So Dragon Quest 11, 9 was DS. Thank you, Drake. I'm having a brain
Mm.
fart. Dragon Quest 9 is available on the Switch, but apparently it's coming to Switch 2 because a Switch 2 version was rated. So Square Enix hasn't officially announced it, but the PEGI rating is out. So it's happening. Enhancements it will have visual, I'm sure. So it'll be resolution and frame rate, but there you go. Look forward to that.
All right.
But again, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth demo available right now. So hop on the eShop on your Switch 2 and enjoy.
yeah,
what a
enjoy
nice
the
little-
music.
Surprise from Square Enix.
Does the term rebirth have any like connection to the game?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. That's all. I don't need to know anymore. We don't want to spoil nothing. I just wanted to know. Thanks.
Yes, 10 was the MMO, Laxter, the MMO that is still going and is never released outside of Japan, which annoys me to no end. To support it this long and never launch it outside of Japan, it's nuts. That game came out on the Wii and is still going.
Woo!
And we never got it outside of Japan.
So people are still playing it on the Wii?
I don't know if Wii support ended.
Like,
It may
but would
have.
you been able to transfer it to the Wii U and then to
Yes,
the Switch?
yes. And it's on other systems too, yeah.
Yeah, it's a login. It's a separate login information. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how games work.
But yes, still going strong. They just announced some new content for it as well. Sorry, something work related. came up.
Content. That's the kind of tent I like.
Content is the
Making me pitch
is
a
the-
tent.
Hello, Maddie Biss.
Hi, Maddie Biss. Sorry, I'm emailing myself something that I have to do for work. I
Hello
caught
there.
it right now, and I don't want to miss it.
Oh, it's you.
Oh my God! Why so many emails?
Yeah, dude, I watched. I think I told you this. In the past couple of weeks, I watched A New Hope, and I was just like, "Why does Princess Leia not know Obi-Wan? It's so stupid." And then, like, her planet gets destroyed, and then Obi-Wan gets killed, and then she's like helping Luke deal with like Obi-Wan's death. It's like he knew Obi-Wan for one day, and your
Well-
planet is everybody you've ever known is dead.
But what a day!
But man, she's a strong woman.
Strong. Was that a segue on purpose?
No, it really wasn't.
Wow.
But I meant it about the character.
That's great because our next story is about strong women.
All right.
Not a lie. Strong Brittany. It's another movie related thing. I should have just went to this. Miyamoto talks more about the Super Mario Galaxy movie, but really both Super Mario movies, the animated ones, talking about Peach's role in the games versus Peach's role in the movies. And in an interview with Oricon, he talked about how the role of Peach has been expanded. Quote, clarity is very important in games, and players need to be able to understand what they need to do immediately. That's why the structure of going to rescue the kidnapped princess has functioned as a kind of symbol. I understood that there were criticisms that this didn't fit with the current image of women. However, it's a part of the game's mechanics that can't be easily changed. We decided to make a bold change with the portrayal of Peach in the movies and had many discussions with Chris, the guy at Illumination, and others.
Pratt.
No, not that Chris. In the first film, we clearly presented the fighting woman, but in the second film, we felt that wasn't enough. By depicting Peach's worries and emotions and the fluctuations in her relationship with Mario, I think she's become a richer character. That is certainly true. She is a richer character in the movies than she is in the games, without a doubt. That's not saying a lot because the movies are still pretty shallow. But as far as developed character, you get more out of Peach in the movies than you do the games. Yes, in the games, as Miyamoto says, she's basically a plot device and your reason for playing, and he understands that that doesn't fit in with the current image of women. So Miyamoto wanted to remedy that with the movies. Will he remedy that further in future Mario games? I don't know, but it would certainly be nice if Peach took more of a role. But we just got Princess Peach Showtime, which gives Peach her own starring role in another game where you get to see much more of her personality, and she is the star of the show. So
Before
that
we had
is great to see.
a version of Peach where she made her way through the world by crying.
And Nintendo has said in subsequent years
Whoops.
that was perhaps not the best portrayal. Yeah.
What
Ruffle,
were the other? It was crying.
anger,
Yeah,
crying,
so it was emotions.
happy,
Yeah.
and something else. Ruffle says Miyamoto gone woke. That's funny because I was talking to Deux about this before I started the podcast. I said, I have a story about Miyamoto I want to put in the title, and it would be so easy for me to take the grifter route to be like, GoNintendo Podcast 1025, Miyamoto goes woke with women or something, and that's easy to write. But I'm like, I want to write something that's positive because I like women. So women. But
women.
the shift to grift, very easy to do, but I ain't doing it. Joe Shabadoo says this, richer character? Yes. Still room for an enormous amount of furthering her depth and development? Also, yes. I agree. Mr. Miyamoto, respectfully, a video game can split the difference between establishing the player's goal quickly and clearly while also challenging character archetypes and providing nuanced motivations to them. Princess Peach Showtime gestures at this, but there's a ton more potential there. Bonanza's portrayal of Pauline and the dynamic between those two is great. Is a great reference point, and hopefully inspires the first-party Nintendo games going forward. Yes, I agree. Pauline in Bonanza has a much more fleshed out role. Has a much more has a role with a lot more depth to it. I completely agree with that. Yes, if we could get something closer to that for Peach and future Mario games, that would be lovely. I would very much appreciate that.
So that comment and everything about Pauline confuses me a little bit. This has been a long time. It's been out for a long time, so I'm just slow like that. But are they retconning like the original Donkey Kong concept?
So when
it's been
people
out for
ask
almost
Nintendo
12
that question about like, is this the same Pauline? What Pauline is this?
Like
Is
he
this
never actually
retcons?
kidnapped her. They've always been friends.
Nintendo does the answer where you don't know if they don't know or if they're planning something in the future where they're like, that's a very, very interesting question. And you should look forward to that in the future where it's like, because you guys are still figuring it out or you actually have something. So we don't know, but they play coy like that. So who knows? Because like maybe something 15 years down the road will happen. It'll be like, see, we told you to wait. And it's be like, you guys.
When you
didn't know
find
that
out
at the
when
time.
you find out that Mario is the villain.
Yeah, exactly. When Miyamoto dies and they're like,
Like-
okay, Mario, full
Like
villain.
Donkey
now.
Kong was just like, hey Pauline, let me show you the view from the top of this scaffolding.
Oh, dark.
And Mario climbs up
Here
there
you
to
go.
knock him down.
So yes, I agree with that, Joe Shabadoo. We keep talking about movies. I wanted to talk about this because it's a video game and it's being turned into a movie. Deux and Nicky Hill, if you're on, your thoughts on the Resident Evil trailer?
You know, I used all my anger up earlier in the show. I kind of liked the trailer. To be honest, I was looking at it and I was like, compared to other Resident Evil movies, this already looks way better. So I'm looking forward to this movie. I'm definitely going to give it a chance.
My only issue with it, I'm not a huge, I don't know everything about Resident Evil, but the broken, deformed limbs stuff doesn't read Resident Evil to me. Like the doorway where limbs are coming out from every angle. It just kind of looks to me like it was a horror movie with Resident Evil on the title.
So, the guy who's making it, Barbarian and Weapons guy, is a real
huge
life,
fan. No,
massive
I know.
Resident Evil fan, and
which is also that's why I'm questioning. I'm like, why?
So he's been raked over the coals because this movie has been getting phenomenal test screenings, like through the roof. But the trailer comes out, and people are like, if they didn't put Resident Evil in the title, nobody know this Resident Evil. And he's like, so many interviews are like, what, is this Resident Evil? And he's like, this takes place just outside of Raccoon City in Resident Evil 2. He's very clearly trying not to say he's pretty much come forward and said, what you see in the trailer of the bodies flying off the buildings, that is Raccoon City. The guy's going to go to Raccoon City.
Right.
It's this is Resident Evil, but he's also, I don't want to just retread ground and be like, here's the zombies and here's the, what's the name of the big guy?
Nemesis?
The tyrant. And all. It's Resident Evil often explores a whole bunch of different ideas. Different ideas for enemies that you fight. He's like, it's not always zombies. They do a whole bunch of different things in Resident Evil. He's like, so I would like to explore different ideas too. But he's like, this is a Resident Evil movie. He's like, literally, there's one scene. He's like, Resident Evil fans are like, this isn't Resident Evil. He's like, well, how about in the trailer? There's literally a green herb in the house that is modeled exactly like the green herb in Resident Evil 4. And they have a picture of the one from the movie and the one from the game. He's like, he's even got the same stripe on the pot. He's like, I'm a Resident Evil fan, I swear to God. But he's like, I want to do I want to find my own way through Resident Evil. And it's like, I don't want to retell the games because he's like, the games have done a great enough job of what they are. He's like, there's things on the cursory that I can explore that still take place in the Resident Evil universe. So that's what I'm doing.
And I can understand that too. Like the things that we experience in Requiem, the zombies or whatever you want to call them are different from the zombies or whatever you want to call them from the last game I played, Resident Evil 4. So they do change, but that whole broken limb thing, I feel like it's a little too close to what we saw with Stranger Things almost.
I just feel like they
or other horror things.
Somebody had that image in their mind and they were like, this
it.
looks cool. Because it's a cool image. I found that really, really cool. But I was also thinking
I also don't know.
What zombies are going to be on the ceiling crawling out. I don't know how it works.
I don't know logistically how that
I really
works.
didn't care that much, to be honest. There's no slow motion Mila Jovovich, as much as I love her, it looks like a better movie just on almost every metric.
And the other thing that kind of bugged me is just the digital effects when things are falling off the roofs and splattering on cars.
He said,
but it's early. They could still be polishing that stuff.
When it comes to the monsters or the zombies or the creatures, whatever you want to call them in this movie, he was like, there is the T virus, and the T virus mutates things and people into all kinds of weird stuff. And he's like, that was my impetus. He's like, what weird stuff can we make with the T virus? And let's explore that. So he's like, the guy sitting in the huge guy sitting in the sewer. He's like, and then the thing coming out of the house. He's like, these are things the T virus have done to people. And we're going to explore that a little bit more in the movie. But he's like, it's, carte blanche to do this. We can make these weird things because the T virus did these to these things. So.
I'm all over the place because you think I would be, as a fan, I would be upset about that, but I kind of am looking forward to that. And if they stay away from like a mutated scorpion or a big giant spider, if they keep it with whatever the heck they're doing, I'm interested.
Yeah, I thought the trailer was great. I really liked the trailer. I'm interested. Watched it a few times, and I was like, I think this may be the first time I've seen a video game movie trailer where I was like, this could genuinely be a really good movie. I was like, this.
Nice.
Yeah, I
looks
didn't know
great.
it was a video game trailer, and when
Yeah.
I saw it, I was like,
I
this
didn't
is-
tell Mom
okay,
Brain. I was like,
alright.
I know she's gonna like this trailer. I know she liked weapons. I was like, let me
Nice.
just show her the trailer without her knowing it's Resident Evil. And she was into the trailer, and then when she saw it was Resident Evil, she was like, wow.
which I think is like the secret sauce, right? Where like that balance between if you're a fan of the game, you like it, and if you aren't a fan of the game or of video games, you can still watch it and be like, wow, that was a great movie.
Yeah. Yes, if
Um,
it manages to be a great movie for Resident Evil fans and a great movie in general, that would be wonderful.
It also comes after the game trailer, like the live action trailer for Requiem that we all agreed was like that short story in that trailer or a commercial, whatever you want to call it, was like a fantastic story that was told, and it was quick, and like, not that it was even quick, it makes it good, but like it was a short film basically, and it was incredibly effective.
Yeah, great.
And it 100% existed in Raccoon City.
Well,
in
yeah,
that
because
world.
that was,
So,
I don't know who filmed it, but that was made, written
For it,
by
yeah.
Capcom. So, yeah, if anybody's
But-
going to know, then.
but
they're
it's
gonna
like
know.
another case of, like it's the same as like what Up, like the first 10 minutes of that movie is a phenomenal movie in and of itself.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like, you can't really compare the two, but like, yeah, whatever. Great job. I'm done talking.
We'll see what happens. I will be there. I'm definitely going to see. This is like a video game movie where I'm like, yeah, like I will be there when this opens. I am excited to see this. I'm not going to see it because I'm a fan of the franchise and I'm hoping for the
Yeah.
best. I want to see this movie. So we'll
Maybe
see.
I'll go see it too.
Ooh. When does it come out? September, I want to say. I don't know, but I'm legit excited. I like the guy doing it. I like his passion for Resident Evil. I think it looks really good. I'm a fan of horror movies in general, so I'm down, totally down. North America. Ooh, mommy. Things are getting savory around here. Let's savor the releases that came to the Switch and Switch 2 this week as of April 30th. What do we got? Choo choo, baby. On Switch 2, we got Bandit Trap, which was delayed on every system, but is out now. We have survived the delay. And also, Monopoly Star Wars, Heroes versus Villains. So if you like Monopoly, stop the music.
I heard a static when
Yeah.
you just stopped it.
So if you like Monopoly, which I don't, and you like Star Wars, which I do, then maybe, then maybe you'll like this. I don't know. Never been a fan of Monopoly. Still open to it, but I don't know anybody in real life who's like, play Monopoly with me, because it seems everybody I know
I would.
isn't really.
I actually love Monopoly.
Is this true?
Yeah.
I learned something new about you. Let's play Monopoly.
I adore
Raw
it.
meat.
We could get
Meat,
Mario
raw brain,
Monopoly.
raw
We could get
brain,
Star Wars
raw meat.
Monopoly. We could get. I'm sure they got Golden Girls Monopoly. Look that up. See if that's a thing.
You like Monopoly? You just said it, probably.
Anyways,
I do not like Monopoly.
That's what I thought.
I mean, I like original Monopoly.
They're all the same. It's just with the dressings of
Yeah.
whatever franchise.
I also really like Clue.
Do they have Golden Girls Monopoly?
Yeah, looks like
There
it.
you go. All right. What do we got on
They do?
Switch?
Yeah.
They have. Yeah, it's like everything.
Wow.
Everything you can think. Hello
That's
Kitty
awesome.
Monopoly, Survivor Monopoly.
Is there a Golden Girls Clue?
That
that
I
would be
don't
pretty
know.
good too.
That
Actually,
it was Blanche with the phallus.
Mona in the bedroom.
No,
with,
it was,
Blanche in the.
what's
Oh,
his
you
name?
said that. Yeah,
Stedman?
Mona's not the slut.
What was the guy's name? Dorothy's ex-husband. I don't remember.
I'm
his
thinking
name.
of. I'm thinking of who's the
I
boss.
can't see his face. It's not Stedman. I don't remember what Stedman is from.
You used to be a Golden Girls fan. Carl
I-
says.
No, his name's not
Or
Carl.
Darmani, sorry. Stanley. Yes,
Stanley.
Radical Defect. Stanley. It was Stanley.
Yeah.
It was Stanley under the knife with a
It looks
cheesecake.
like there is a Golden Girls Clue.
There you go. Okay, on the Switch, we also got Aha! More photos spot the difference. Asphalt Racing Bundle Grand Prix and Hypercar. Astra Galaxy X. Connect lines. Constance, look into that. It's a Metroidvania. It's hand-drawn. It's and it deals with mental issues. It looks really good and it got great
got
reviews.
those.
Look forward to, or check that one out. Seriously, it looks awesome. Constance. That is the name. Cozy Show Friends. Dear Mirror Flower.
Snow Friends?
Cozy Snow Friends is what I said, yes. Demon Huntress. Dollmaker. Drakamar.
Oh, baby.
Dragon Snack from Ice to Ember. Dungeon Clawler, as I said. I want to play that. Look forward to checking that out soon, hopefully. Escape Game R0012. I'm guessing that's room 00012. Get Fit Power Workout.
Meow, 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 meow.
Harvest Cafe. Hidden Horror Photo Exhibition. Hidden in My Paradise and Hidden Around the World bundle. That's two of those Hunter Finder games, hidden object games, highlight games.
Yeah.
Hogs.
I don't really
Hogs. Horticular. Jigsaw Puzzle Worlds Beyond. Kanjozuku game, car racing and highway driving simulator remaster. Lord Amber Maze. Minos Trials. Monster Crown Sin Eater, heard very good things about that as well. Moon Raider Anniversary Edition. Mullet Magic, heard excellent things about Mullet Magic. It's like a first-person shmup speedrun game. No, first-person speedrun boomer shooter. Looks really cool, and I again heard really great reviews for it.
Neon white.
Yeah, similar, somewhat similar. They're different, but there's a thread between the two. Ninjam, Opaloid Kingdom, Picross S Konami Antiques Edition, made by the Picross Kings Jupiter. They got another collection now. Pixie Plates, Plantera 2 Golden Acorn, RoboHop, Rooster Wars Arena MFC Combat Battle, SCP Extraction Protocol, Shadows of the Afterland, So Quirky Puzzle Escape Game, Sunshore City Supermarket Simulator 2026. So it will be the most up-to-date simulation of a supermarket you've ever experienced.
Is it the simulation of shopping in or operating?
It's got to be operating. Survivor Legion, The End Comes Tomorrow Game Book Edition, The Shocking World Mysteries, This Is Fine Maximum Cope. Yes, that is starring the meme dog.
That is
yes,
starring my life.
a hand-drawn Metroidvania. I watched the trailer. It looks decent. I don't know if it's decent, but it looks decent. Tiny Auto Knights, Trick Room Mysteries, 2 or 3, 1, 2, 3, Wax Heads, Who Tells Your Story, Winx Club, The Magic is Back. Yes, that is the legendary Winx Club series returning. And finally, Word Quest Cyberpunk. One comment from Steister, and they say the only release left is the release of RMC's Bladder. And you know what? I'm okay this week.
What?
Because all I had was 1 cup of coffee and a few sips of water.
Because he had that bread bowl earlier.
Oh, man, loved
Soaking
it.
it up.
I could pee, but I think I'll be okay. So maybe I should anyway, just to be
I
safe.
just did.
But Josh, if you could please
Oh my gosh.
take us to
It's
where
a
we all
long-
want to
What
be.
are
It's
the
a long
next
list. If you
European
guys both want to
masterpieces?
go.
Let's find out with Nicky's
Cross streams.
releases.
Thank you, Josh. It's great to be here. Europe, you're getting games this week. Or last week into this week. The week of April 30th, the year of our Lord 2026. Guess what? We are now in May.
No.
Happy Matcha Day. Also,
Blessed
somebody
Beltane.
commented in the chat. I'm sorry, I forgot who commented, but today is also Herb Day, which is great because we were talking about Resident Evil. Anyway,
All right.
Switch 2, you're getting Amnesia Rebirth, different from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
Amnesia Rebirth. I forgot about this one. Got it.
Oh.
Bandit Trap, MotoGP 26, and Total Chaos. Some might pronounce it as Total Chaos. Look out for it. Coming out for the Switch. Aha! More photo spot the difference. Amazing facts. World culture true or false quiz. Amazing lab science experiments quiz. Bad end. If you play, you'll die. Or wait, it's a question mark. If you play, you'll die? Birthday boy! Challenge together. Elementary school quiz. A lot of quizzes this week. A lot of homework. Connect lines. Koi Snow Friends. Crypt Carnage. Cyber Blocker Complete Edition. Dark Secrets Mystery Files. Dark Secrets Mystery Files. Demon Huntress. Doll Maker. Dracomar. Dragon Snack From Ice to Ember. I like that. From Ice to Ember. Really fantastic. It's a great fantasy title, huh? Or subtitle. Ba-da-boo. Dungeon Crawler. Elementalist. Escape Game. ROOM Room 12. Different game. Floor 9. This is not Room 12 on Floor 9. Floor 9 is its own game. Look out for it. Forensic Science Mystery. Frost Station. Garbage Truck Sim Driver Simulator. 26. Geo Brain Boost 50 US States Silhouette Quiz. Another quiz. Get Fit Power Workout. Guts and Grunts Senior. I'm living that life. Harvest Cafe.
Got there late. Sorry.
Hidden Horror Photo Exhibition. Horticular. Indoor Baseball. Indoor Baseball. Jigsaw Puzzle Worlds Beyond. Kanjo-Zoku Game. Car Racing and Highway Driving Simulator Remaster. So if you liked it before, it's remastered and out again. Learn with illustrations. I think sometimes that's the best way to learn. Learn with illustrations. Prepositions for choice quiz. For choice quiz. Is that multiple choice? Is that another way to say multiple choice, you think? 4 choices?
Or would be multiple.
Locked Room Mystery. Hidden Truths in Everyday Life. Don't we all feel like there's hidden truths all around us?
You can have a comment for
Lord,
every game.
I mean a couple of comments. So sorry. Lord Amber Maze. Go back to the bathroom. Magan? Is that how you pronounce that?
I like to say Majine. but That's
Majine.
probably not right.
Machine.
Majine, the Rat Project
The
story.
Rat Project Stories. Monster Crown. Sin Eater. Moomin Troll. Oh my gosh, what a name. I love it. Moomin Troll.
We just saw Moomin at when we were at Barnes & Noble.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, it's been around for a long time. I was going to say a bazillion years.
You
It's
could
that-
say a bazillion.
It's a
Whatever.
white-
They're like
Oh,
little
okay.
cartoons.
It's like a white cowish looking guy.
Oh, Moom. I get it. Moomin
It's,
Troll. Winter's Warmth.
It's where the innies from Severance work. The Moomin.
Ah, yes.
MotoGP 26. Mullet Mad Jack.
Moomins.
Thank you.
Moomins.
Octo's
yeah, Moomins.
Balloon Challenge. Opaloid Kingdom. Perennial Dusk. Kinsenka. Peak Cross S Konami Antiques Edition. Dear Lord, look at all these letters. Piraruku's Money Rush. Psychiatric Prison Romance. Serial Killer Anime Girls Dating Sim.
We'll be expecting to hear your opinion on that.
Quiz. I said there's a lot of quiz games. This one's just called Quiz. Don't lose to a kid. I don't know why that's so funny to me. R-Type DX Music Encore. RoboHop. SCP Extraction Protocol. Shinkansen? Hey, I'm Bill Shinkansen. Card Pull Simulator. Snail's Knockout. What, Bill Shinkansen?
It was pretty funny.
That's a good
I liked
name.
that, yeah.
So Quirky Puzzle Escape Game. Supermarket Simulator 2026. Survivor Legion. The Shocking World Mysteries. Tiny Auto Knights. Toad's Soul Hopper. Is this the Toad from Super Mario? No, right? would've heard.
No, definitely not.
They took Toad and re-released Geist, but it's Toad playing as the main character. Interesting.
That'd make it a million selling.
Trasia. Trick Room Mysteries. 2 or 3. Ultimate Romance Test. Void Miner. Who Tells Your Story? Winx Club, The Magic is Back. World Quest Cyberpunk. Your Hidden Side Test. What's the hidden? Is that like Shadow Light? What do they call it? Shadow Work?
I thought you were talking about Shadow the Hedgehog.
Or your Hidden Side Test. It's just they test how your butt's doing. I don't know. Your true nature
Okay.
test.
I'll take
I'm
that
into
test.
it. I'm into
I'll
it.
take that test. I'll pass that
That's
test.
Ease YS
with flying colors, and the color will be brown.
is YS
Ease.
memoir
Explosive colors.
or memoire revelations in Calcutta, and zombie hearts turn the undead into anime boys.
Is there a comment, Nicky?
There's a comment from Callus. They say, "Wow, I can't believe. Oh, why did you have to put a hard one in here? I can't believe that Kanjazoku game, car racing, and highway driving simulator got a remaster. Also, is Toad's. Oh my God,
That's funny.
is Toad's Soul Hopper like a crossover between Captain Toad and Geist?
There you go.
This was left
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
The people
We're on the same
yearn for
wavelength.
it. The people yearn for
Are you
it.
listening up, Nintendo? You got at least 2 sales.
Kalas, I'm sorry.
Calculus.
That's all I'm gonna say.
We're on the same wavelength. I'm so sorry.
That's it. Mom Brain. What have you been playing?
I haven't played anything.
Excellent. Nikki Hill, what have you been playing?
I started doing that Impulse app again. I think I'm like 30 days on my streak, which means I played it last week too, and I didn't talk about it. So I'm doing that, and then some solitaire, and that's it for me.
Refresh me. What's this Impulse again?
It's an app where you do tests of like personality tests and stuff like that, but then they also have like little brain game things.
Hidden self tests.
There's one of them. One of them is in there. Yeah, I think.
Check that button out.
Hidden side.
Oh, is that what it is?
The hidden
No
side,
wonder.
yeah.
No wonder. It probably sounded weird. My
Yeah.
joke.
And for that, yeah, you wipe and take a you wipe and you take a photo and then they analyze it.
They analyze it.
Hey. So yeah, that's all I've been doing in my life. You do? What
Doing
do
it.
you do?
Doing
How
it
you
up.
do? How do you do?
Animal Crossing Old Horizons. It's a May Day time of year, so you can go to the airport, get on a plane, tell them, "Hey, this is my May Day trip," and they'll fly you around. I haven't done it yet, but I probably should do that.
You
Check
can do it
out.
anytime in May. You said?
It's from May. It was from a couple of days in the end of April till like May 6th or something. And then we played a little bit of Fortnite. I felt really bad for our buddy Brian. He usually has time to play a little bit during the day or before we play. So he's never had an updating the Fortnite game problem before. It's always kind of been updated. And for whatever reason, he didn't get a chance to play that day that the latest update was. And then he came on, asked us at 9:30, realized that he didn't update, asked us to wait. And then the poor guy like had his game somehow deleted and then had to reinstall Fortnite from scratch. And like you could tell he's one of those guys so nice and like he felt really bad. You could tell that he felt so bad that he had us waiting. And like you could tell that it was just like the worst day ever. Cause like normally he probably thought all day, like looking forward to playing, you know, because whatever he was doing, he didn't get to play earlier. So he was probably looking forward to playing all day. And then, it came time and he had to wait. And then he made us wait. And then it crapped out and it deleted. And then he had to start over. And then we won like the 2 games or the 3 games that he played with us because he was like raring to go.
But nothing was lost. Like he was
No.
able
No,
to
he didn't
recover
lose. He
everything.
didn't lose anything, just some time. But yeah, like it's an extra funny story if you know his personality. Not extra funny, but like the poor guy, like he felt so bad about it. But it's all good. And I look forward to playing some more Fortnite. We're holding our own. We're okay.
We're doing great this season.
A lot of sweaties this season, but we're doing it.
We're win. I really think our win-loss record is the best this season than it's been at least in a long time.
Yeah.
I want to say ever, but at least
I
in a
mean,
long
maybe that's true, but it does seem like we're getting like not necessarily like they're really good players.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, but it's like they're bloodthirsty. Like
Yeah.
they want you if you're trying to get away, and that's our MO is like getting away, and like they'll chase you like all over the place.
But also, when we were waiting for him to play and we played those 2 duos games, we won one of them.
Well, I mean, you and I The duo to end all duos.
The scariest duo anyone has ever encountered in Fortnite. You see us coming. You see Lil Whip and what's his face from My Hero Academia. You better watch out.
All Might.
Regular human All Might. Yes, not strong All Might.
Like, I know he's not strong, but he looks kind of antisocial. So I'm kind of like intimidated by him just because like I wouldn't want to be stuck in like an elevator
Well,
with
he
him.
is in terrible pain and dying, so that's why he does look like
The
that.
poor guy. He looks pretty upset.
Yes, I would be.
Guess
upset
he
about
would
that too. Yeah.
So I played a little bit more Mouse PI, and I didn't finish it. I'm kind of bummed. I wanted to finish it, and then I fell out of it because I started playing Kena Bridge of Spirits,
Oh.
and I found out that's how you pronounce it. We were pronouncing it both wrong, Kena and Kenna, but it's Kena. Kena Bridge of Spirits.
Oh my God, it's Kana.
Kena Bridge of Spirits is actually really fun, and it's really good. I'm liking it a lot. It's kind of like got like 3D Zelda elements, and kind of got some Uncharted elements in it. Like there's a lot of like stuff like climbing around outdoor environments and like wall climbing and going back and forth and stuff like that. And there's like a fair amount of Pikmin in it because you get these little creatures called Rot, these little forest creatures that you collect, and they follow you everywhere. And they do this really great thing where as you're going through the level, they're kind of magical creatures, so they disappear and reappear whenever they want, kind of. And as you're walking through, they'll just be like populating themselves on the terrain as you're walking past, as if they're just like waiting for you. And then I don't know, there's like a really great way of doing it. And the fact that there's a whole kind of side hustle for like the hats for these little guys, it's incredible. I'm sure you never put one hat on your guys' RMC, but
No.
man, when you start buying hats and putting hats on these little critters, and then you go to like every corner and they're like waiting for you, like hanging out on street signs, they're all wearing like hats. It's so great. And when you tell them to like pick something up and bring it somewhere, it's very Pikmin like. But I love how they like, there's always one that's kind of like the foreman, and he'll like stand where where you told them to go, and he'll be like, and like the people, the little rots will bring over like a statue or something, or a block that you have to jump on to get to the next level. It's really charming in that way. And the music and the instruments that they use, it's all really great. It feels kind of like almost like I mean, I've only played the first bit of the game, so it's very foresty, but it feels very like Wind Waker Deku Tree kind of. There's a lot of those like hollow wood instruments and like things like that just surrounding you, and it's got such a great feel. And Kena, it's hard to explain, but Kena's kind of, I don't know if she's a spirit herself, but she's kind of this guide that goes around saving lost souls, and I don't know, sending them wherever you think. But like
Hell.
yeah, but it's just between that and the storyline and going through the forest and the music and like your little Pikmin with their hats on, it's just got this really great feel. It's just like a lot of fun, and there's a very satisfying one push button that does kind of like a magical pulse that will interact with different things in the area. And for some reason that does not get old. You're just pressing one button, but like it feels like you're doing something. Like there's a way that the orb bubble comes off of your body and expands to the world, and it will like hit little wind chimes and give you like, money or something silly. But it's all just so, it feels good. Like it just feels good. And the fighting is good. It took me a little while to kind of get used to the fighting. My timing was really off with the counterattacks and things like that. But as with any game that has fighting like that, you just get used to the kind of rhythm of the fighting, and all the enemies are a little bit different in that respect. So I kind of started out getting hammered by like little wiener enemies, and I was like, oh man, this isn't great. And then
what is this rated?
yeah. But as we went along, you'd fight harder and harder enemies, and like you start to get better and better, and you unlock like a little spirit bow and arrow kind of thing, and there's other things. So, and I'm sure there's more. I just did the very first section of the game, so I saved the first spirit, I guess, and made sure to get his mask and put it on one of my little Pikmins. And I can't believe you have no interest in that at all, man. It's insane. Like I get that you don't care about looks or aesthetics or anything, but you know, running through the stages, I'm sure you notice that everywhere you go, your little Pikmin are like waiting for you. Like they like appear on little things. Like,
yes.
You didn't think like, hey, this would be great if he was wearing a cake hat. Like,
I don't care because it doesn't like. I play games for like the gameplay, and that's not something like I'll see it in passing, and I'll be like,
I understand that you play for the gameplay, but like
That's some enhancement. That like right to just have a little fun.
What-
I'm
There's
not
so
saying
fun.
Do is wrong to enjoy it, and
But
I'm sure
there's-
he's in the majority. It's
and
just for
I
me,
don't
I
know-
don't care.
I don't know how many you can accumulate either. I've already got like 30 of these little guys. I think you can get like maybe 100 or something. There's like a ton.
I don't remember.
So like I've already got 30 of them, and it was like in order to get to like level 2, it's like you got to catch 50 of them, and I was like, Jesus, I thought 30 was like a task. So it's really cool. I mean, I enjoy all that silly little crap. So
But and you can also tell them apart too now, right? Because they all have different hats.
yeah. Well, I'm running into a problem. You have to unlock the hats. So now I've got more little critters than I have for hats. Granted, you can buy multiple pairs of the same hat. So I've done that because I don't want anyone hatless. But
It's cold out there. You don't want to.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really charming little game. I don't mean to condescend it by saying little game. It just there's something very, very, very charming about it, and it I like its whole vibe that it's going for, and yeah, I'm looking forward to playing more. I ran into a little snag this week. So Wednesday, so Monday and Tuesday, I was like crushing Kana. I was like, this game's great. Mouse PI, what's that? Who cares? And then I made it to Wednesday, and I was like, I want to play The Long Dark, and I've done nothing but play The Long Dark for the past 3 days. Like, it's a sickness. I have to delete it off of my PlayStation. I have
Why?
to. I
You
don't.
enjoy it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Do it.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's something very therapeutic. Like, I know it's a weird game to call therapeutic because you're like fighting for survival in a desolate wilderness, but there's something so now that I'm so like I don't want to say good at the game, but knowledgeable about the game systems and all that stuff.
You're in deep.
I can just like really appreciate all the places that you go, and like there's you're not worried about your mortgage or your relationships or anything. Like you're just there to like survive. Like you like
If I was trapped
in
in
the
the
wilderness-
wilderness, I'd still be worried about my mortgage back home.
well yeah
Man,
Like,
who's paying that? I got your credit stuff.
I'm gonna if I do live through this, it's gonna be foreclosed when I
Yeah.
get home.
It's if I do live through this, it's gonna
But-
kill me once I get back home.
There's something about it that's really special for
Never
me. I
financially
don't know why. I just really am enjoying it. I actually went down a level in difficulty so that I could enjoy myself a little bit more, and I've just been really doing it. But the problem is, like I could play it for stretches at a time. Like I just lose a lot of time playing it. And if I had just like stuck to Kana, I mean, I would have beaten it the next day for how much I've been playing The Long Dark. But I need to get back to Kana because I don't want to fall behind and like forget kind of how like my
Yeah.
mojo in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. There's just something, like I said, there's something very familiar at this point about The Long Dark. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm like rocking and rolling in a Stalker playthrough. And that's it. So stay tuned for will Deux claw himself out of the Long Dark hole, or will he? Anyways, that sounds raunchy. So RMC, what have you been playing?
Thanks for asking. You didn't play Vampire Crawlers?
No, I never ended up getting it because I couldn't get. I was nervous as to whether or not buying the Switch 1 version when you upgrade to the Switch 2 version, if you'd still be able to play the Switch 1 version. Doesn't matter. I just wanted the ability to play it on my Switch 1 in case something were to come up, and that were it. I do want to play it eventually. I would have pulled the trigger, but I was already playing Kana. So I was like, I didn't finish Mouse PI. I'm starting Kana.
Yeah.
I don't want to
I don't want to be a regular RMC.
I don't want to be. I do want to be a regular RMC, but I could never match up. So I've got to just be due, and I decided to hold off. But yeah, it looks good. I was looking into it, and it looks like I'd have fun playing it. I just know that's going to take away from my long dark time. Just kidding. From my other video games that I still need to play time. So. So I will, just not yet. And
yeah, I was only asking because we had talked about it during the last week.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my old catchphrase. Not yet.
Okay.
I've got the yin and yang catchphrases. Congratulations, the dark side, and not yet is the light side. So I'm gonna say not yet.
Well, I look forward to it if and when you do. I did play Vampire Crawlers this week, and it is very addictive and just so much fun. Going through dungeons and fighting enemies and getting new cards and enhancing them and exploring, and there's secrets and so much stuff to level up. And again, it's just like Vampire Survivors, except I think in Vampire Crawlers it's much more active, and how you play cards matters. Like there's a play all cards button that you can hit, and it just throws the cards out there, but it will throw them out there in whatever order they're in. If you actually play the cards based on what you want to do, it matters. So there's like cards that'll add like an area of effect to your attack. So you wouldn't want to play an attack card until you played that card, because that card will make your attacks better. Or there's cards that will give every attack card that you have 10% more damage for that round. So you'd want to play that first and then do your attack cards. Or there might be cards that say you only have 2 mana, you can have a card that costs 2 mana, but you spend the 2 mana to get 4 mana overall. So you'd want to play that first to spend mana on other cards. So it's so much fun. It's just so good. It's one of those games you really don't want to put down. And it's very easy to be like, oh, it's a 5-floor dungeon. I could do that and knock that out in 15 minutes. And then you go back to town and you level up and you're done. Or you're like, what always happens is one more. Hello, Steve Irwin. One more crawl through this dungeon. Or I want to see if I can get one layer deeper here. Or I want to try and beat the boss this time. So it's so good. It's so good.
Choose different characters to play as, just like in the...
You don't choose different characters to play as, you choose different characters to play alongside. So like you'll have multiple different characters, and it'll be like, this character gives you 3+ armor, this character will triple your attacks, this character will make you invisible to this kind of enemy.
Are they all the characters from Vampire Survivors, like the fake Alucard and the fake Richter Belmont? And
so my knowledge of that game isn't as deep as yours. Some of them are from it. It could be all of them are from it, and I don't know. But some of them I know from Vampire Survivors. So, and like the first, can't believe I didn't say this.
Yeah,
the first place you start in is a graveyard.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
There are gravestones all over the place. You even break some of them to get things, and then
that's bad luck, I heard.
That goes down 2 levels. And then you go to a mansion level that you work your way through. So that's what I'm doing now, because I was doing
my language, man.
Multiple runs in the graveyard just to like level things up and earn money to buy other stuff before I continued on. And man, I had a card that was so good last night that I found something that let me combine 2 cards into like an ultimate card. And it took like my daggers and one of my dagger cards and one of my, I forget what the other card was, but it ended up giving me like a set of daggers that I could throw out like in a fanning motion. And they cost 3 mana, which is a lot, but it did so much damage, and it was just taking out everything. And it was like doing a ton of damage to bosses. And it just made the runs so much more satisfying. Cause like in Vampire Survivors, when you really level up your character and you're just like destroying everything, you're like, this feels great. I'm
Right.
unstoppable. And you can get like certain cards that make you like that on your run, and it just feels great. And then you
They've
go
got
back,
evolutions and stuff where
Yeah.
you can mix the cards
Yep,
together.
yep,
and
yep,
stuff
yep.
like that.
and then you go back to the town and you buy new stuff and you unlock other things, and there's secrets for you to find in stages too that are also in town that you can then use in your game to see enemy health or see places to get coins on the map and like all kinds of stuff. So it's great. It's really, really great.
Ooh, Steve Irwin, RIP, got an early 30th birthday present.
Oh,
A Switch 2.
Well, that caused a
And
celebration.
Smelly Old Maisie is trucking at 15 and a half.
For the applause. Congratulations on the Switch 2. That's great, my friend. Now the question is, what game are you playing first?
Oh, you didn't read the rest of his message, did you?
I need to wait like a week to get games. Well, like, my question still stands. What game are you going to play first?
Okay, it makes sense.
And happy 15th and a half birthday to Smelly Old Maisie. That's fantastic.
She's half your age.
So I played that, and I also played a little bit of Pragmata. I didn't get as much time to play that as I wanted to on the day that I was playing, but again, 100%ing that game and loving every second of it. But I've talked plenty about that game. I also played more Sectori, Deux, which again I really think you would love if you played it. Is that out yet? It's that like Geometry Wars style game, but I was playing more of that and unlocking more stuff, and just it's so satisfying.
You like that better than Mini Shoot Adventures, or the gameplay's similar but they're two different?
In both games, you're a ship that shoots, but yeah, the one is a Zelda, and the one is just survive and beat the bosses. So yeah, they're very. There's no downtime in Sectori. Like you're going, like you have to pay attention the whole time. And it's intense, but it is so satisfying as you level your ship up and pull off amazing maneuvers. And I beat some bosses last night that I haven't beaten before. So, chipping away, getting a little bit further each time, and it feels really good. So, man, is that game awesome.
And that's on the Switch?
Switch 2, not Switch. Switch 2. Sectori Switch 2. It must not be out yet because we're not talking about it. You mother fudger.
Language.
Sectori Switch 2. Okay, there we go. It is coming out on May 14th. Oh, you got a while to wait. I'm so sorry. May 14th. But look forward to it. It's awesome.
It's only 2 weeks.
It's
I guess
$15.
Okay.
But great. Really, really great.
I'm not going to learn any geometry, am I?
No.
Okay.
No. And
Sounds good.
the geometry wars are over. That war is long since ended.
There were no victors in that.
We're into
war.
the Sectori wars now. So I played that. I played more of the Bubsy 4D demo because I'm 100%ing every level in that game because that's how much of that 3D platformer I'm enjoying. Now I played it docked on my TV, and I didn't play it on the TV before. I only played it handheld. So playing it on the TV, it's just really sharp looking and very clear, and it's just nice to play on TV. And it's a fun 3D platformer with little, each level has hidden things in it, and each level has a certain amount of yarn balls to collect. And so far, every single level I've gone to, I have not managed to find everything on the first pass, which is exciting for me because then you get to go back in and look around. And I hate when games do this, and thankfully Bubsy isn't one of the games that does it. I hate when you go through a game and it's like, if you want to collect everything, it's like, find all the tokens and find all the whatevers. And if you don't get them on the first time through, when you go back into the level, they're all there again.
Oh.
And it's like, no, I don't want to recollect all of them. Why can't you keep track of the ones I found already? That's what Bubsy does. So if I've missed 10 yarn balls out of 150, when I go back into the level the next time, the only ones that are left there are the 10 I didn't find the first time. So that's
Bubsy.
fantastic.
Beautiful.
Because I can look around and be like, okay, I've covered all this stuff already. I don't need to hope that I reach the 150 this second pass through. So great. Love it. Bubsy 4D is so much fun. Just plays really well. Classic 3D platforming.
Bubsy 4D chess.
It's just good. Play the demo, people. Play the demo. I know it's crazy to be like, there's a good Bubsy game, but there really is. Go play the demo. And it's available on Switch or Switch 2, but it does take advantage of all the Switch 2 horsepower and all that stuff. So
Also available in physical form too through Atari.
Yes, it will have a physical release when it is available, whenever that is. This month it's coming out, but
I don't know if the physical release is coming out this month though.
it's a great point.
Because-
I think
'cause I'm still
Atari
waiting-
usually does day and date,
Well, I'm still waiting on the Capcom.
but that's through limited run.
No, it's Atari.
Hmm.
Oh no, yeah, the Capcom Disney afternoon game.
Oh, that's right.
It's
That's
through
a funky
Atari,
situation because Atari. I still don't understand how
and
that came to be.
it was supposed to come out near the end of April, and I just looked again, and now it's pushed back to the end of May. So I may never get it.
Yeah, it's a funky situation with that game because they bought Digital Eclipse, who made the game for Konami. So that's how Atari became the publisher of the game, which is so crazy to me. But yeah, so I would imagine that's a funky situation.
Funky Cold Medina.
Sorry, I got a message from Quince. I want to
Funky Quince Medina.
reply to him. Okay, so I played that, and I still have more to do in a demo. It seems like a pretty decently sized demo.
And
I
the
don't know
the
if it's a
demo's
game
not
key
cutting
card,
you off,
Laxter.
huh? Like you can 100% that level in the demo,
Yeah.
and it won't cut you off.
I mean, it will cut me off at however many levels are in the demo. So far, there's 2, and I know there's a 3rd. So I don't know how many.
Gone are the days of time demos, right?
Well, there was never. There were demos that after like 10 minutes of play, they'd be like, "That's your experience."
No matter
But
how
they
far
don't-
you got or what you accomplished, you're
I
done.
can't remember the last time we saw a demo like that. But yeah, not so much anymore.
I am out of touch.
I did that. So I played Demon Throttle because I picked up Demon Throttle this week. Demon Throttle is for us ancient gamers. It plays very much like Gun.Smoke
Don't know what that
So
means.
you're- on the NES.
Gunsmoke?
Yeah.
Is it
But
called
it was
Gun.Smoke?
Yeah,
Really?
because
I never
they
knew that.
couldn't call it Gunsmoke.
Huh.
So Capcom was like, let's put a dot in there.
Interesting. I never knew that.
So Gun.Smoke. I don't know if you're actually supposed to say the dot, but that's how it's written. It's like a shmup, except you're a little guy, and he's walking through a town shooting. He's a cowboy shooting, not
Commando or Jackal.
exactly. Except Gun.Smoke is an auto scroller, and Jackal is not. So
you can okay.
Demon Throttle is an auto scroller, but it plays the same way. It's like a shmup, basically. That's exactly what it's like, except you're 2 little characters. You can swap between characters. One shoots a gun, one does a bow and arrow, and as you're shooting things, you can shoot bushes and trees and piles of dirt and whatever, and enemies, obviously. And power-ups pop out that'll make you shoot faster, or make you run faster, or give you like a spike ball that circles around you, or like a whole bunch of stuff. And then you level up your character as you go along, which makes them more powerful. But you level up by killing things and grabbing these other power-ups. And there's hidden areas and stages as you go along to make you fight more powerful enemies that level you up faster, blah, blah, blah. And each stage ends with a boss fight. So it's really cool. It looks like a NES game, but it's doing NES stuff the NES could never do. It's like rotating and zooming sprites in a way that is blowing my mind, because you look at it like it's an NES game, but it's doing things you've never seen on the NES and it could never do. Like words will like come in and they'll like rotate and tilt onto the screen with shadows behind them. And you're like, this is impossible, because the NES could never do it. It's just really cool to see that stuff. And it has a voiceover, but voiceover like it did back in the NES days. So it's like, that's how it sounds. And it's not people talking all the time, but there are some voiced lines in there, and that's how they sound. So I really like that. It also has a specific CRT filter that makes it look like when you connected your games to old TVs. So it makes it look fuzzy.
You don't like that though.
But I don't like that. But it's the only one I've ever seen that I feel like it's really well done. It's not like this is what games used to look like back in the day, and it doesn't look like it at all. This filter, I'm like, this really looks how
you can
games.
turn that off.
Yes, you can turn it off, which
But
is what I did.
Okay.
So yes, I'm playing just HD pixels, but
Raw.
it is very surprising. This is the only game I feel like really nailed what that old fuzzy vibe of a game fuzzy games look like back in the day, because you were playing like with a coax attachment or something like that. The game is difficult, obviously. As far as I know, there are no continues. It's like an old school NES game. You play, you have one life, but you have the two characters. So when one dies, the other one takes over. It's challenging, so you're going to have to put in a lot of time to make it to the end. I've made it to the second boss twice, and I feel like I don't. He doesn't have a health bar, but he'll change what he does throughout the boss fight to let you know you're getting close to killing him. And I got to a point where it changed up what it was doing, and I screwed up, made a stupid move, and I lost. But I feel like I came pretty close to beating it. So it's really fun. I believe you can play it 2 players, so somebody else could take over for the other character, which would be great. But it's awesome. Great soundtrack, great everything. Doinksoft is the developer, and it's really good stuff. So if there's one more copy left on Amazon, if you want to go get it, Nicky Hill, you want to check and see if it's still? I'm sure it's still there. But Demon Throttle.
I mean, it's also being sold by other vendors too.
But I was just wondering on Amazon.
Demon Throttle Switch. Only one left in stock.
Still there.
This is by Devolver Digital.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's no number on the Doinksoft collection.
Plenty of copies.
How many are left? Coming from Special Reserve Games, only 10 left in stock.
So I played that
at a premium price.
And then the other thing that I played, which I haven't been allowed to play or talk about at all until now, I can talk about it now. I've been playing on Switch 2, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Oh, that's what I want to say. I'm really looking forward to that after watching DTF.
So far none of that is in it. But I'm playing. I did not play it on the Xbox or the PlayStation, so this is my first experience with the game. It is a first-person Indiana Jones game. It tells an original story, except for the tutorial. The tutorial starts in, the first Indiana Jones movie, whatever.
Raiders.
And that teaches you like how to move and how to use the whip and how to all that stuff. The tutorial really doesn't teach you everything that the game does. It gives you like the very basics, and it feels like it's an excuse just to like usher you into Indiana Jones. And then,
is there a motion control for the whip?
Yeah,
like
no.
If you went handheld,
no, but there is motion control.
Was that somebody's Temple of Doom?
Temple of Boom. There is motion controls.
Speaking of, never in my life have I ever smelled a cat's fart, like my cat's farts. Last night I was reading and Piper was like, I was kind of laying down and Piper was curled up next to me and she farted in my face twice.
No.
I can only presume because I could smell it. I didn't hear it. I smelled it. And I was like, oh my God. Like it was like cat garbage. Like it was so foul. Poor thing.
The other day I tooted and Sally was she turned around to look at her, but I was like, no, girl, that was me.
Yeah, it was. I hate to put her on blast, no pun intended, but that cat farted in my face.
So the people at Bethesda reached out and they're like, have you talked about Indiana Jones yet? And I said, no, I haven't, but I'm going to do it on this weekend's podcast. And so far, the only game when there's been a side talk is this one, and it's about cat farts. So that's fine. But I just think that's really funny that that's where the conversation went.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you took the limelight away from me, Mom Brain, with that story. Thank you.
Anytime.
So it's an original story, and
The Last Pussy.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Bethesda. I apologize.
Well, it's not about the game.
No,
Sorry,
I'm
continue.
trying to talk about the game.
Yeah.
And I guess it takes place in between that movie and whatever the next movie
Which
was.
movie?
The first Indiana Jones
Raiders,
movie.
and then
Raiders.
Last Crusade, because
you played
Temple of Doom is actually a prequel.
Oh, right. I think we've had this conversation. You played this one?
I haven't played it yet.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I really want to.
So first off, I'll talk about how it runs on Switch 2. It runs totally fine. I haven't noticed any frame drops or slowdown or anything. It runs totally fine. In the beginning, when you're in the tutorial, I noticed some there was like pop in from some of the shadows on trees and stuff, but you're in like the lush jungle, so I'm willing to forgive it, but it wasn't anything bad. And then in the regular stages, everything's fine. I will say, I don't know if this is a thing on the other versions of the game or not, but cutscenes, there's a lot of in-game cutscenes. And in the cutscenes, I feel like at the very end of every single camera transition, it like, I don't know how to describe it. It like freezes for like a split second. It's almost like they held the shot too long and then they go to the next scene. It's strange. Like the game's not freezing, the game's not chugging. I don't know what's going on, and I need to go on YouTube and watch cutscenes from other versions to see if it's part of those. But like it's just like a little like a little like.
Is it like when for a while it happened much more frequently, but now we don't even have like regular televisions, but like there would be like an interlace thing, and when they would like the clip from one angle would like interlace with the other one when it would cut in between.
No, this is very much like a
hiccup between.
It's almost like, imagine if it was real actors. It's almost like they forgot to yell action, and the next scene goes. So it's like, or cut. They forgot to yell cut, but it's so like really.
Oh, like Police Squad where like they freeze.
There you go. Slider says, I recall some of those cutscene hiccups on the Xbox Series X. It's almost. I imagine plenty of people will play the game and never even notice it, but it's just something that I've noticed. But it's fine. I'm really enjoying the story. You're playing as Indiana Jones, and he's on an adventure to find out why this guy stole this thing that they had at the college. He stole this cat statue, and he knows Indiana knows where the cat statue's from, and he takes a picture of the cat statue because he knows it's from this place, and he goes to find out why this guy stole this thing. What's up?
No.
It's first person.
It is first person until
the puzzles are third person.
No, it is first person.
Okay.
Until you like climb, then it'll zoom out to third person. So if you're shimmying up your whip, or that's it. Yeah, you whip in first person. I was trying to think. I thought there was something else. The whip sound effect had to be ripped exactly from the movies and like one particular movie. And they must have been like, give us the highest quality you can possibly get of this sound, because it sounds just like the movie. It's got that like old school like punch to it when he does it. And when you're in it, it sounds so satisfying because you can whip anybody all the time and it doesn't kill them, but like you whip guns out of them, it'll stun them. You can grab them by the legs and pull their feet out. You can whip them and pull them in closer, so you like grab them and then you can just like punch them in the face.
It's like the highlight of the game.
So you would think the whip would be the highlight of the game, and it is part of it, because like any situation you can get into, again, you whip them to come close to you, you whip the gun out of their hand, whatever. But it's that mixed in with the combat, and it's one particular part of the combat. There are so many things in this game to pick up and hit people with. I have been laughing my ass off because I've picked up shovels and thrown them at people's heads. I've picked up
you pick it up with your hand or the whip? Your hand,
yeah. Like a normal person.
I don't know. If you like grab a shovel from over there.
To you?
I have not tried that. I'm gonna imagine that won't work.
I imagine you can't, because I don't
candelabras, giant statues that are like busts that you need to hold with two hands. There's so many things that I'm fumbling to think of how many ones there are, but little like billy clubs, like so much stuff. Bottles, everything, it's all over the place, and you can throw them at people's heads or wherever you want to throw them, or you can run up and hit them. And
are there things that
so much fun?
Is there so much so that like you could pick up anything, or are there things that you ran up to try to pick up and you couldn't? Or you
so
just
far it's like anything yes, things will be like highlighted when you get closer, but it's pretty much when you're looking at the environment, you'll know pretty much what you can pick up and what you can't. But like anything, like there's so much stuff that you can pick up, and like it'll have like little circle indicators that let you know how many swings you'll have before it breaks, and sometimes it'll break into something else and then you can still use it. But
so that makes a little dynamic. That makes it dynamic.
It's so much fun because like I took a wrench and there's a guy down below patrolling, and I threw the wrench at his head and he gets knocked back by it. But of course, sometimes they'll fall down and they're like dazed and then they'll get up. But sometimes classic game stuff, you'll hit somebody in the head and they'll get knocked back, and then they'll be like, what was that? And then they'll go on patrol. It's so stupid, but it makes it so much fun. And then adding into that fun, ragdoll physics, so it's the best. And you can hide bodies, which I'm enjoying the combat so much that I'm not hiding any body because I don't care if people see me because I want to fight them and hit them in the head with a broom handle or something like that. So I don't care. I don't know if there's going to be a part where you have to go stealth. So far, there's not, but oh my God, I really laugh out loud from hitting people with stuff. It's so much fun. And then taking the ragdoll bodies and seeing like, where can I throw these from? And like throwing them over like a 3-story ledge and watching the body bounce down the hill, or like throwing it onto another patrol down below and them getting knocked down. Oh, it's great. It's so much fun. That real at first, I don't want to say I wasn't into the game, but at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about first person combat, but like the first like real thing that you do. So the game opens up, you do the tutorial, and then it's like the college at nighttime, and you're wandering around because you hear something and you find out this guy broke in to steal this statue, and you're collecting like little pieces of paper and things, and collecting little things give you points to spend, and you can use those points when you find books, because books will teach you like new ways to fight and things like that. So all that's cool and fun, but I was like, where's the meat and potatoes of the game outside of collecting things? And then, you get to the next part where you get to your first like real mission and you start fighting people. I'm like, okay, now I'm having a lot of fun, mixed in with environments that are really fun to explore because they feel like really well conceptualized. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it like you really feel like you're walking around in environments, and it's really cool to see how the floors and buildings connect to one another, because you'll get keys to open gates and you'll walk along a ledge and you'll be like, oh, that connects to over here now. Okay, I see how this all works. Because like levels are like vertical. You'll have like the ground floor and then like houses up on another level, and then like a castle that's even higher up over here, but there's paths to connect to everything. So you'll be wandering around a path and it'll take you like circular down to a doorway that you couldn't unlock before, but you're on the other side because you open it up, and it takes you back to like the entryway to another building that you passed by before, and you're like, oh, okay, now I see how this is all connected. And it just feels really cool. And then like you're whipping on things and swinging across gaps or climbing up your whip, and the music's great because it's all either from Indiana Jones or made to sound exactly like Indiana Jones music, so it fits in perfectly.
Now, like, to attach your whip to things, is it just like a button push, or do you have to aim? Or
so things that you need to connect to climb or whip across, they'll have like a little icon on them, and you look at it and it'll know when
like,
you hit the button that you connect, and yeah, that's it. But again, feel free to whip everyone in the face or the legs all you want, because it is hysterical.
I mean, it's kind of,
and every
that
like
mechanic
I said, every
is
time
in
you do
like
it,
Uncharted,
it's
right?
like, like the huge loud noise, and if you do it like in a place that echoes, it's even better. I did it outside in like this alcove, and it echoed so loud that like patrol down on the street below was like, what was that? And I was like, yeah, that was really loud. It sounded like an explosion more than a whip, but it's so good. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I don't remember. Oh, Uncharted has a mechanic, right? At some point you get like
There's
a
a grappling
grappling hook.
Yes, yeah.
So it's the same kind of where
Yes.
like I think it shows you the point.
But man, it's a ton of fun. The story is interesting. I want to see what's going to happen. Troy Baker's voice acting is crazy. How good or how much it sounds like Harrison Ford. Really, there are numerous instances where you're like, if you told me that was Harrison Ford, I would never guess that wasn't Harrison Ford. There's a few things that he says where you're like, okay, he's still doing a really good impression, but that's not Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
But most of the time you're like, wow, that's really good.
So it's a first person. There are guns in it, but it's mostly like fighting first person.
You have a
stuff.
gun right from the get go. I haven't even shot anyone yet because it's so much fun to beat the crap out of them. And you can put up your fists to block. You can sweat. Indiana Jones, when he goes in the fight, he like beats the crap out of people. Like you'll throw punches really quick and like go for uppercuts and everything. Like, and you can parry hits too. So like if somebody goes in for a punch, you can parry it and then come in, and it sounds complicated, but it's not. It's 2 buttons. It's 3 buttons, I guess. It's left and right punch and a parry button, but it just feels really satisfying. It's all those old movie sound effects for the punches, and they just make everything feel so good. And watching people, like they're in your face while you're punching them, so you see their facial reactions and like dazed. It's really good. Like it's the perfect mix of not realistic but kind of realistic, but just really fun and funny, and then mixed in with the ragdoll physics. It's perfect. Like everybody I want to see, I want to fight because it's just so enjoyable.
Nice.
So like I'll see people and like I'll get in a fist fight, and then I'll see somebody else down there, and they'll know that I'm there and they'll come to get me, and I'll run behind me to go like get a bottle, and I'll throw a bottle out a window and crack them in the head, and then run up and like push them. You can do a push move to just push people over, and then you can kick them while they're down. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. So really enjoying that. You know what else I really like? It seems like it's really going to make a point of doing like little Indiana Jones inspired things where it's like secrets where you have to solve puzzles where it's like you might pick up a note that lets you know there's a hidden thing in this room, but it doesn't tell you what it is. And then on your map, it'll give you like a big circle to let you know, like there's a secret thing here. That's a side thing. And you go to the room and you're like, what do I have to do here to find the secret? Like there's a room where I knew something was secret, but the game doesn't show you anything. It's not like, oh, I can interact with this. This is it. I found
press on the woman's boobs.
Well, I found one where
the statue.
when you got really close to a painting, you could see that you could turn the painting. So I flipped 2 paintings upside down and unlocked the door and took me to a whole new thing. I was like, that's really cool. I like that. And then you find like a box with like some coins in it and another thing to like enhance your character and all that. So it's worth searching these out, but I feel like in an Indiana Jones game, that's a lot of the fun. Like you're exploring these places and doing this stuff. So it's great.
You'd expect secrets and things to discover because that's what it's all about.
So far, so really good. I'm very much enjoying it. There's bigger enemies that are tougher, and the game lets you know like these guys will be able to block some of your stuff, or like be careful when you go to fight them. So like I was thinking like shovels and bottles and brooms and wrenches and like throwing them at this guy, and he like staggers, and then I threw one thing and he blocked it right away, but then I punched him. I punched him in the face, and then gave him an uppercut, and he like ragdoll into a fire and just sat there in the fire. It's so good. It is a lot of fun. So far it runs great on Switch 2. It looks really impressive. I keep thinking with Switch 2 games, I'm like, we really have games now that look like they do on other systems. You know, like on Switch, you'd be like, wow, they really achieved something here. This is impressive. But you'd never look at Witcher on Switch and be like, this looks like the other version. Should be like, you know, they came close in some ways, but it's still a long way to go. With this, you're like, this is really good.
That was something I wanted to talk about with Resident Evil Requiem. Maybe games have been doing this and I just don't know because I don't play enough. But I looked down when I was in first person and I saw feet. Which,
it depends on the game. Some of them do
I've never really seen that before, but I also like, when was the last time I played a game? I guess
some do it.
2005. Yeah. But hey,
there's some new game coming out. This was done in an old game too, but it's some like big busted woman, and when you look down, you see her boobs, and they have jiggle physics, and people are like, "Game of the year," and they start up like Steam charts, wish lists, and all that stuff. But in like the old Jurassic Park game, you could look down and see the characters' boobs, which was a big deal back then too. So, but anyway. Indiana Jones is awesome. There was something else I want to say. Oh, like I said, I'm really enjoying the story. It has characters you know from throughout Indiana Jones and new characters as well. And like it has some really well-written stuff. Like there's an interaction between you and some priest that you meet up with somewhere. And he's got a history with Indiana Jones. And Indy brings him like, I guess this guy's really into music, but American music that he can't normally get.
Nerdcore.
So yeah, so Indy brings him an album, and he's like, "This is what's really popular in America right now." And clearly, it's a friend he hasn't seen in a while. But this guy is like touched that Indy gives him this album, and the acting that this guy does is so good that it made me tear up because he looks at the album. And he looks at Indy and he's like, wow, like that. And he like stumbles over his words and he's like, thanks so much. Like this really, and just the way it was acted between Troy Baker and this other guy, I was like, man, that was really good. It's like a little 30 seconds where it was really good. Then the next scene, you see him listening to the music and he's like dancing to it. And like, it's just great.
Is this an album that
he's got
you
altar
pick up
boys listening with them and getting closer?
You do pick up the album before you go on. Like there's a checklist of things in one part of the game that you have to pick up before you leave. And it's a random list of things. And I'm like, why am I taking this? You know, it's like, get your hat, get your whip, get the picture of the cat. And then it's like, get this medal, get this album and something else. And I'm like, you're loading up your briefcase. And I'm like, why am I taking this stuff? But you're going to find out. So now you know you're going to be giving these things to other people. But yeah, Lot of fun. Real surprised with how much I liked it. I was interested in the game to begin with because of Indiana Jones, but I wasn't really sold on it, and I wasn't really like ecstatic about
was
it.
popular,
Yeah.
but I don't remember it being talked about.
Didn't
a whole
like
heck of a
go
lot.
big, yeah. But having played it, much more into it than I thought I would be. So, I'm sure you'll get
Yeah, I'm excited.
a lot of enjoyment out of it
I still-
wherever you
yeah,
end up
I
playing it.
still
It's
wanna
on
play it.
PS5, it's on Xbox, and it will be on Switch too very soon. But thank you to Bethesda for sending it over. It is a lot of fun. Really enjoy
When
it.
in that situation where you knock the guy into the fire, does he catch on
He
fire?
did not catch on fire, to my disappointment.
And there's like a lot of punching, so like, is it mostly knocking people out? I guess you can kill them by throwing them off a building or like shooting them.
When they stop attacking and they go ragdoll and fall, I don't know if they're supposed to be dead or knocked out, but I've never seen anybody wake up. So I don't know if I'm killing them by punching them. But yes, I mean, if you shoot them with a gun in the head, I would imagine they'll be dead after that. So,
but you haven't even shot a gun, so you don't know if there's like blood or anything. Is there blood?
there
when you're
is
punching
blood,
people, or-
not when you're punching, but I've seen blood in like a cutscene. Yeah, but I literally haven't shot because the punching is so much fun. Just I'm sure at some point I'll have to shoot someone for some reason, but I have thought about shooting the gun just because I was curious, but I was like, no, I want to instead push this guy
Are you,
into a
like,
wall
collecting a
and
bunch
then
of
clock him.
bullets then?
I have a decent amount of bullets. Like I found cases of bullets in a few places. I want to say you have 6 bullets at first. I want to say I probably got like 40 something now. But I haven't shot anybody because I'm enjoying punching them too much. So
May 12th, so right around the corner.
around the corner, it is so far, and that is, by the way, that is digital and physical. And if you go the physical route, but that are Machine, what's her name? Machine Games. They're the people. They made the game. They're the ones who did all some of the Wolfenstein games. They said it was very important to them that this game came out physically on a full traditional game card. So this is not a game key card, but it's one of the big game cards, because downloading the game, it was like 56 gigs, and game cards can hold up to 64 gigs. But full game on the game card, no game key card. So if you don't like game key cards, you can buy this physically and support them that way and show your support for traditional game cards. So there you go.
Why is the game developer not on the Nintendo page?
I
The
thought
publisher is, but not the developer. Like,
I thought it was, but I took a quick look. Indiana.
all the way at the very bottom, in the fine print, developed by Machine Games Sweden AB and published by whatever, I don't know, ZeniMax Media Inc.
Yeah, it's the parent company.
Like, we shouldn't have to go searching for
Yes.
this.
So
Like, the publisher is important too, but
Nintendo on their pages does have a spot for developer, but for some reason here it says just publisher. Yes, I agree. We should that stuff should be front and center, but obviously when you start up the game, you will see it. So pre-order bonus: received a Last Crusade pack featuring the traveling suit outfit and lion tamer whip as seen in the Last Crusade when you pre-order the game. So if you get
Nice.
in on a pre-order, you will get some bonus content. And also there is the DLC as well. You can get that stuff I just said as DLC, but there's
that's
like the
pre-ordering
order.
digital, not
I don't know if it's available
physical.
physically or not. Also the Order of Giants DLC is also going to be available at launch if you want to get that as well. So there you go.
So it's not a version. It's not like a gold version with the DLCs included.
No, it is not. It's I don't even know if that exists. The PlayStation version was the same way. It was standalone DLC and base game. Probably going to wait another year to do something like that. But anyway, really cool. If you like Indiana Jones, if you like Machine Games
I've
games,
been looking forward to it.
It's so far so very good. I really, again, I'll say the best thing I can say about it is I was interested, but I was iffy on it. But having played it, I'm very much sold on it. Like, I'm excited to get back into it and see where it goes. And just the gameplay is a lot of fun, and the environments were awesome.
Did you not know how much environments were interactive going into it?
So I only saw cursory trailers. I wasn't, because I was like, Yeah, I like Indiana Jones. I'm interested, but I'm not going to do like a real deep dive in it. I had no idea that you could pick up
'Cause
all those things.
I feel
and
like
beat
that's
the
all
crap out of
you
people.
would have needed to see is like
It's
just
true.
picking up stuff and throwing them
Like,
and hitting people with
The
things.
trailers
in
have
room.
all focused on like mostly story, but then also you get like whip and punching combat. But yeah, I didn't know environments were filled to the brim with things you could beat people up with. Because you're right, 100%. Like I love beat 'em ups when you can pick up stuff and beat 'em ups and beat the crap out of people. So of course, in this I love it. And like I said, the combination of that and ragdoll physics, I could play that
Right.
to the end of time. I will love it. Throwing people over things, watching them bounce around, hitting people. I'm sorry, it makes me a horrible person, but picking up like a wrench and throwing it at somebody's head, it's just funny. It's a great game.
Well, you're
sounds-
doing it
forward
in
to
a
it.
game. You're
Yes.
not doing it in real life.
It-
So it doesn't make you a horrible person.
There was one dog.
Well, I mean, you're doing
I
it
did
to-
not throw anything at the
Oh.
dog. The dog tried to attack me, and I ran away from the dog. I don't know where the dog went. So
Okay, so you can get away from enemies.
As long as it's not persistent enough where you have to
you can
fight
hide
it.
from enemies. You can avoid all this stuff. Like the game
Oh, that's
teaches you
interesting.
stealth, and you get the question mark
There's
above
stealth
people's heads.
takedowns and stuff.
Yeah, if you quietly sneak up on somebody, you can, and especially if you have a weapon, you can like usually when you go to do it, like I've had like a billy club and I snuck up on somebody to take them out silently and I like literally cracked it over their head and then it's like hide the body so nobody sees it. So you can play stealthily if you want, but I
Yeah.
don't want to because it's too much fun not to be. So like I said, maybe at some point in the game you will need to use stealth, but until then, I'm going all out. We have questions. Send your questions to GoNintPod@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNintPod@gmail.com.
Maybe I will.
They can be about Nintendo video games in general, or whatever the hell you want. Nico Darunia has a question for you, Do. RMC, you have wondered why Do tends to buy sequels. Have you never considered the fact that the word Do literally means two in French?
There
Is
you
that
go.
why you like sequels?
It's gotta
Or
be.
is that why your name is Dew?
Do you have a real reason as to why it seems sequels resonate to you or why you jump in with sequels?
Late to the party. I think it's
Okay.
like perpetually late to the party. You know, like who the heck had Zelda 2 but not Zelda 1? I never owned Zelda 1.
Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
When I got my NES, it came with Zelda 2, and that is the first one I
Nice.
played, and then I went backwards.
Yeah, it's funny. You know, I think it started with Zelda 2 and then even Streets of Rage 2. Like I had played the originals at other people's
Yeah.
houses and stuff. But as far as like owning, it was Zelda 2, Streets of Rage 2, Ninja Gaiden 2, so there's Mega Man 2. There's like a bunch, like we could keep going, you know. I
Yeah.
just can't think of any right now, but like I think it was just perpetually late to the party. Like I didn't get NES like when it was brand new. Yeah, like it wasn't really until
Was there part of you that was like, oh, a 2, that must mean it's good because
Yeah,
there
that's
was
what I was
already
thinking.
one out there.
I don't know, because
And
then
then by that point, it's already harder to get the first one.
Yeah.
So the
yeah,
second
like
one-
it even continued into PlayStation.
Castlevania 2 and Double Dragon 2 says
Well,
cumulative.
I never had any of the Castlevanias growing up, but Double Dragon 2 I had and didn't have Double Dragon. Yeah, that's
Or were they-
absolutely right.
Did you ask for it, or was it purchased for you as a gift? Because that's also possible. That like this, you know,
I don't know. I don't remember asking for any of those games, but I must have. You know, I must
what
have.
were they? I'm sorry, you said them already, right? Mega Man 2, Sonic 2, Double Dragon.
Well,
2.
I had Sonic 1, 2, and 2.
Genesis came with it. so
Yeah, like that.
back then.
There
anyway.
was that. You know, and then when we made it to PlayStation, Tekken 2, like Tekken 2 is the reason I bought a PlayStation, because I saw that and I was like, this is incredible. Nothing ever looked that good. Don't go back and look at it, but trust me, nothing ever looked that good. But yeah, like even before that, like on the Genesis, let's see, there was Streets of Rage 2, but then there was Rolling Thunder 2. I mean, like there's a bunch stuff.
You not Toe Jam and Earl 2.
I never played Toe Jam
Yeah.
and Earl till the Wii U or till the Wii Virtual Console. But yeah, like I don't know if there's an official answer. I'm just gonna say most likely it's because I was like late to the party. I didn't have the news sources that I did now to like know to
Yeah.
wait for it. I don't know. Like I was always a big video game fan, but I don't know.
You know what is very even more interesting to me? Like you would jump in on a 2, and it seems more likely than not you would really like it, but then you would not go to 3.
Yeah, the 3s. Forget the 3s. They always
Yeah,
drop the
right?
ball on the 3s.
It's so
Sonic 3
interesting.
drop the ball. Mega
Yeah.
Man 3 drop the ball.
Yeah.
Even Resident
So
Evil
you
3
got
is not
in-
as good.
You got in.
Oh,
when
you're
it
saying
was
they dropped the
good.
ball as in you thought the games were worse, even though you didn't play them in typical old school do fashion.
Yeah, or current do fashion still.
Like,
You got in when the getting was good.
Uh,
they
but he
dropped-
didn't know that the getting wasn't good after.
And like Super Mario 2, even though I did obviously play the first one and own the first one and the third one, which is incredible, I always liked 2 the best, which is weird because like 3 is arguably the better game, but like
3 is in every way the better game. Like mechanically,
Yeah.
everything about it is the better
I
game.
just
2 is the weirder game, which makes it more endearing in some
Yeah.
ways. But as far as like everything else about the
Yeah.
game, it is 3
Gran
is the better game.
Turismo 2. I'm telling you, man, like I don't know.
The 2's thing is infinitely interesting.
So
to me,
Resident
but
Evil, you started at 1.
Yeah.
the
oh, yeah.
thing after, the fact that you like the 2 so much, but you didn't go to the 3s is mind-boggling to me. That makes no sense. The skipping 1, get to 2, interesting, but then to play 2 and be like, boy, that was a great game. Not getting 3, it's like what? How? Why?
Because of the fear that they're going to ruin it.
I
Like,
probably-
2 was so good.
It probably wasn't even on my radar that they'd
Yeah,
make a
that's
third one. You know, like I probably was just like, well, Mega Man 2 is where it ends. They'll never make another. You know, like Sonic 2, what a great game. Never gonna need anymore.
Like you must have been in a like circle of people somewhere for some of these. Like Sonic 3, you must have known existed.
I still to this day, I don't know if I've ever even played Sonic 3. Like, I really don't. I don't
Sonic
think I've tried
2
it.
has the better soundtrack. Sonic 3 has an amazing soundtrack, but I'd give the music to 2. But Sonic 3 gameplay, I'd say, is better than Sonic 2 by like a good portion. You're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But the level design and style and everything, I would say Sonic 3 is the
And
better.
Sonic 2 still has some great level design. So it's got to be good then.
It
3.
does. Like Green Hill is great, or whatever it is, the first one. And Chemical Plant Zone is great. But there's ones that don't do it for me. Like Oil Ocean is like, and whatever, Mystic, whatever, you know,
Mystic
the green
Caverns.
Yeah, that one I'm like, what's the, you know,
Hilltop Zone.
Hilltop
or,
I love.
Yeah.
Hilltop could have been like an opening stage, and I love the idea of going back to like the open airy blue skies, green grass. Like I really like that.
Yeah.
But what's at the end of
I don't like the Metropolis Zone where there's
Yes.
3 of them too.
Yes.
Like, and they're long and they're hard and they're
Yep.
confusing. And then you make it through 2 because every single zone had 2 acts, and then this one had a 3rd act, and you were like, "What are you trying to do? Kill me!"
Yeah.
What about Silent Hill? You started at 1.
I started with 1 on Silent Hill.
Did you play 2?
And you know what? I never even it
Whoa.
wasn't until years later that I played 2. I did play 2, but it was like years later.
Now you can play the remake.
Yeah, I for some reason I never got into the remake of it. You think I would have, you know, like same with the Dead Space.
And
I
it's
loved
funny that
Dead
you don't do
Space.
more Silent Hills in general, because it's basically like, do you like Resident Evil but scarier? Here's
and-
Silent Hill.
And when Silent Hill 1 came out, it blew my socks off. Like I was scared. And then I remember playing Shattered Memories on Wii for like a whole bunch of times. Like that was arguably the game that I wouldn't want to play because there's no combat in it. You're just running. But I played the crap out of that
Yeah.
game too.
Bold choice with that game. I think it worked out, but I know people didn't like it because it was all running and being scared and not fighting
Yeah,
back. So
it was scary. But I remember thinking that the flashlight was really cool. I was
Mhm.
like, this is so cool. Like,
it's a cool
try
idea.
doing this on an Xbox.
Well, it's cool. It's definitely a cool idea. That's a developer that was like, let's really try and utilize what the Wii gives us to make something interesting. And I think they really did. But yes, endlessly interesting opinions and stories about games do. I more so often want to pick your brain about stuff, but I feel like I come across as someone who's like annoyed or angry, where I'm just like
Well, I don't
intensely interested.
I don't mind if you pick my brain. The problem is you might not be able to pick anything out of it. Like usually I don't know. I don't have a rhyme or reason. And if I do have a reason, it's usually something, not like unhinged. Like you're like, oh, 3, that's not going to be good. It's like that. Well, that's not a reason, like that's just you not playing it after you loved the one that came before it. So
that's one of my favorites.
I can see why you'd be confused.
But maybe like Nicky Hill said, it was more of a fear that it wouldn't be as good. Rather,
I don't understand it myself because, there's franchises like Resident Evil where I was like, I had on the calendar when the new one comes out. I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
But something like name those any of those other games, and it's like they weren't really on my radar.
Does it have something to do with the game being something you can not necessarily easily, but reliably complete without much struggle?
Well, I never. I'm sure difficulty had a little bit to do with it, but I never beat really any of those games until I got older. Like I can't think of one game that I really
has
beat.
Something to do with it.
I mean, I didn't beat Zelda 2 till I was in college. So like I don't know. Like I don't remember ever beating any game. Like seriously, I can't think of a game before like PlayStation that I beat.
I've thought of
well, obviously Streets Rage 2 or something.
Thought of so many video ideas for both of you guys. I really should make the point of finding time to do videos with you guys where, if you're willing, we go back to childhood games that you never finished to see if you could, or at least attempt. I know, that's why I think it'd be a lot of fun. It'd give us a reason to BS about the games in general.
Well,
but then also,
and we should do my idea where I play them late at night and fall asleep while I play them.
No, we're on your channel. Sure, we'll do that there. We also have a Patreon question. Mom Brain, did you know that you can join the GoNintendo Patreon for $1? Low price of $1. David did, and I have this question. What are your favorite this is for us. What are your favorite Fortnite skin stereotypes? For example, do Peter Griffins tend to be tryhards, goofy, cowardly, etc.? Anything unexpected? Peter Griffins scare us without a doubt.
Peter Griffins are usually good.
They are the tryhards, but they are also very difficult. Anime skins always frighten me because they tend to be very skilled players.
Yeah, the anime skins are usually really, really good. Usually it's an anime woman of some sort. Usually Hatsune Miku.
Any skin where the whole team is that same skin, we are scared of that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the skin is. If they're all the same skin, it's over for us.
Like 4 Scooby-Doos.
You know what? Yes. Any team that is like Omni or Invincible related characters, that scares me. Like if I see an Omni Man or a Mark out there, like I'm very nervous.
He's kind of fallen off, but John Wick used to be the real scary skin, but like I don't see him as often. And when I do, it's not somebody, it's usually a bot or something.
It's the same thing with Eminem. We used to see Eminem skins to get very nervous because they were very crazy for a while, but not so much.
Who's the rapper that passed away with the orange pants?
Oh yes, why can't I think of his name? Man, we say it all the time. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that skin's usually it's on and off. Sometimes they're not as good, but sometimes they're good.
It's just also not MC Hammer, no cumulative. Why can't we think of his name? It's we don't see skins that don't make us anything but nervous. I feel like we just see skins that make us nervous.
Well, I think it's if we we'll recognize it and then become nervous. If it's not recognizable, or if it's just somebody that dies too quickly, then we didn't even have time to get upset about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What is this?
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD, yeah.
I looked it up. I did not remember, but Juice WRLD. I typed in Fortnite rapper skin that died, and Juice WRLD came up. Juice WRLD was his name, not spelled like you would think it would be spelled. But yeah, what else? If we Hatsune, I am scared of, but Hatsune, I'll also find Hatsunes that are like out to dance with other anime related skins. I've had multiple Hatsunes that'll come up to me and like crouch and teabag a whole bunch of times to let you know that they're real, and then I'll do it back, and then I'll do like one of the Hatsune dances I have, and we do that together. So there are nice Hatsunes out there, but other anime characters very far and few between as far as anything than them being terrifying. Bleach characters we've been getting a lot of lately, and they're very good. But yes.
I just like to think about you guys getting scared as a team.
Well, I'm not afraid of yelling out when I'm scared of something. I'll be like, "There's a Juice WRLD. There's a Hatsune. Watch out for the Hatsune."
I know.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you
well
hear
acquainted.
it all the time. Yeah.
I also really love the idea of you guys all collaborating and deciding, like, you know what, tonight we're all going to be the same skin.
We don't do that.
I
would
know,
never,
but
yeah.
like,
What
there's
happens
just-
is around holiday season, everybody minus me will do some holiday skin. So everybody will switch to something Christmas related or something like that. So that collaboration
Ain't
is
no
there.
Nurgle in you.
No, I'm just not a. Yeah, Sabrina Carpenter can be a scary one. You're right, Drake. Sabrina Carpenter's a good
That's
one.
a good answer.
I don't want to say I always am afraid of them, but we've seen our fair share of scary
the
Sabrina
way
Carpenters.
they move. I don't know why it's scarier.
Yeah.
Like you can hear them all over in every room around you. You're like hiding.
The just this week, that the team we fought that was harder than anybody else, and it was like they were playing a completely different game, was Jujutsu Kaisen. It was a whole bunch of Gojos, the white-haired anime
God.
character, where they were playing in a way that was. Every once in a while, we'll see a team where it's like far beyond how we're playing, and that Gojo team was very far beyond what we were doing. I don't know how they're playing the game, but it's not the same game we're playing. But
I don't see him often, but I always seem to get killed by an Ed or Eddie. One of those.
Yes,
I don't know which one's which, but there's one that like is always killing me.
You're right. We don't see them too often, but when they do pop up, there's something else. By the way, yes, Drake, I was just going to mention that there's that new Star Wars content in the game, but it's not like regular Fortnite mode. They basically made like a Battlefront Fortnite mode or a Battlefront Star Wars mode in Fortnite, and I want to try it out. You know, where you're teams that rush the base and take over, and team that defends it. I would like.
Is
to
it
try
third person still?
Yeah. As far as I know, it's third person. They put out a trailer for it and everything.
Oh, because
Drake says it's crazy.
Battlefront? Is
Whichever
that
one it is. It's Battlefront.
Is that one
Star Wars Battlefront?
Is that one third person?
No.
Battlefield's first person?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Battlefield is first person for sure. I don't remember if Battlefront allows you to move into third person or not. I don't know. But,
Doesn't matter. I was just curious.
thank you for the question, David. Now it's time for music.
It sure is.
Send your music to GoNintPod@gmail.com.
Where?
GoNintPod@gmail.com.
Maybe I will.
Put music in the title. Help out your
Help.
local mom brain.
Wow.
Josh.
I got music. You want to hear it?
You wanna hear it? Oh. Let's do music.
Oh, you were talking to Josh.
I
Doesn't anyone care what I think?
I care what you think, Josh. There we go. Let me set up my notes here because I haven't done that.
Okay.
I'm okay.
All right. The first song we have this week comes from Geku Kitsune. Oop, hold on. I'm just adjusting volume here.
I got nothing. Okay. This would be a real out of my ass guess. I'll start by saying, is it first party?
I think it is.
Okay, then I'm going to guess Fire Emblem,
That's correct. Out of your ass.
but I have no idea what one. It feels like a prologue song in a Fire Emblem.
Oh, you don't know what Fire Emblem? Man, you're stupid.
I don't
Three
even-
houses.
No.
Engage.
Yep.
Well,
We
I
got
guess the
there.
Switch ones, so
No, I'm
Three
sorry.
houses,
We
Switch.
got there.
we got
That's
that.
right.
We did
Do
it.
you know if that would tell you like anything about that song?
I think it
Oh.
was like the song of 12 stars or something like
It
that.
Yeah,
feels like something that would
obviously.
play in the beginning of the game when you first start watching it.
Here's one from
That's what I
Wired.
was thinking.
Crash Bandicoot?
No.
Attack and the Power of Juju.
Nope.
Zack and Wiki.
Bonanza.
Oh, I gotta
Nope.
get out of here. Discord, I mean.
Monkey Ball.
Nope.
Snake Pass.
Nope.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Uh-uh.
What system?
Switch 2.
Mario Kart World.
Nope.
Is it first party?
No.
Resident Evil Requiem.
No.
I got no idea.
That.
I'm officially giving up. I don't.
Into it sounds like a fish out of water in a 90s movie going to Africa or something.
Yeah.
Operation Dumbo Drop.
No.
What was that? Man.
I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it though.
Split Fiction.
Got us again.
We gotta play
Got
that.
us again.
Mhm.
Mother lover.
Sorry, just
I'm a
like
mother
everything
lover.
nice
You're
and
a
tidy
mother
here.
lover.
This one's from Nico Darunia.
Oh, come on. Now I know. I bet I'll know even more in a second.
Steam World.
I'm waiting for something in particular, but I know what this
It
is.
should come up.
Okay. Based on the name of the song?
Yep.
Then I'll let it go, just in case somebody else at the table might know.
Is it Tears of the Kingdom or
No.
something?
It sounds familiar to me.
It's not. It's not a Western though.
Nope.
It just sounds like a Western, but
Yep.
it's
I guess not.
Yeah, I don't. It's familiar. I've definitely heard it. I don't know what game it's from.
It is, I don't know which one in particular, but Animal Crossing. 'Cause
Yes.
This is a KK Slider song.
It's KK Western.
Nice.
What Animal Crossing?
Definitely.
The one, the Animal Crossing.
Just Animal Crossing, the GameCube original.
wow.
That's correct.
Or if you're in Japan, the N64 original.
GameCube.
Okay.
I can still hear that commercial perfectly, that guy saying that. GameCube.
This one's from Tater Tot.
Oh, come on. I'm going to let it go because it's so good.
Bangers this week.
One of the greatest Super Nintendo soundtracks of all time. That orchestra hit is so this company. This is Mega Man X.
It
This is Boomer Kawanger.
Yeah.
That sound is only Super Nintendo. You don't hear that anywhere else, right? That
That
like,
orchestra hit.
if that's what you're calling it.
They're like, no.
That kind of thing.
No, it was in arcades too. It wasn't in Genesis games, but go back to that song.
Oh, it's too late.
But yes, it was like Capcom used it and Konami used it a lot too. But Konami did it in a lot of their arcade games, and I guess the Super Nintendo could
gonna
do
s-
something very similar.
I was gonna say I thought this was a Konami sound.
Yeah, Capcom did it now. Konami, if you ask me who did this sound, I would say Konami all the time. But it's so good.
Yeah, that like that is so
Yep.
Super Nintendo to me
Yeah, orchestra.
because I never experienced that as a kid.
That is to me one of the sounds of the Super Nintendo. Without a doubt. It's all, and yeah, Konami all the time. It's all over like Turtles in Time. It's all over so many games. Oh, what a great soundtrack.
May I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
This one comes from Radical Defect / Master Higgins.
What is this? This sounds like a Master System or a Game Gear to
It's
me.
Game Gear.
What Game Gear game am I? Oh, it's got to be some Sonic game then. Oh, some game I've never played, or some game that I've heard of and played. Maybe it's a Game Gear game.
Yeah.
What are these games called? Sonic Crackers. I don't even know if that's a game. Something with Tails.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. Tails Adventure.
Yes.
Is that what it-
Yep.
I went with the most generic name in the world.
Unbelievable.
Tails Adventure.
I want to say I played that, but years and years and years later on a compilation where it was like played it for like a half hour and was like, this is terrible, and then never played it ever again.
Nice.
Poor Tails.
That's a do way to play.
This one's from Tentavision.
I like it. I don't know. I'm not keeping track here. I've screwed it all up.
Neither am I. So
This could be nice enough to be first party.
it is first party.
That one part was really telling. I need to hear it again. Have a system?
64.
Yeah, there's something. Okay. Well, that really narrows it down. It's a Mario Party.
Yes.
I don't know. 1.
No.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mario Party 2.
Same company that did the Bomberman games back then, who also had great soundtracks. I say this over and over again.
Sorry, it wasn't Nintendo?
Well, Nintendo, yes, but Hudson made Mario Party with Nintendo
Oh.
for years. Until Hudson wasn't a thing anymore.
No.
Good to go.
Oh, I'm ready.
Here's one from Alien Boy
Pikmin or Marble
VA.
Madness. This is familiar. Maybe it's not.
Is it like
This
a
has
Wii
to be
channel
first
or
party.
something?
It's first party.
Is it a channel of some sort?
It is not.
You know, I know it's not, but it very much sounds like that. You're right.
Wii Sports Resort.
Can I have a system?
I'm actually just looking it up because I
This
have
feels
it as
like
mobile.
Wii U or mobile.
Yeah.
Well, that would really narrow it down.
Mario Run?
Yeah, tell me if it's on something else. Because
And I think it's mobile.
Mario
Mobile
Kart, Mario
Pokemon
Kart Tour?
Go.
Pretty sure it's not Pokemon Go.
Oh, so it's Pokemon something. Pokemon Unite.
No.
Sleep.
No.
What else is on Pokemon? What else is on mobile that's Pokemon?
Pokedex?
The puzzle game. I don't remember what it's called. Cafe. It's something cafe. Home.
No.
Man,
Bank.
No.
there's a lot of
Pokemon.
Just keep naming like nouns.
Pokemon
Spatula.
Pokemon. Trading card game simulator. Pokemon
Yes.
Live.
Well, Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket.
Oh, okay.
There
I'll
you go.
take it.
We got there.
Will you? This one comes from Guy Bones.
My goodness.
What a production.
Epic.
Is it the Disney theme?
Nope.
This is a Mario? Like a Mario something?
It is not.
Sounds like it wants to be. There are certain notes in there or progressions where you're like, oh, here he comes. It's like knockoff Mario game, but with a really
Ukulele?
high budget.
Nope.
Is this first party?
I don't think so.
Yeah, this is throwing me for a loop. I got nothing. How about that, Breath of the Wild ripoff from Ubisoft with
Phoenix Rising?
No.
Is it Switch?
Yes.
I got nothing.
Wonderful
No.
101.
Alive.
No.
Is it a Square game? Do you know? Square Soft?
I don't think it is, but I could be wrong.
I got nothing. I'm out.
I don't know.
It is Battlesuit Aces.
I played that.
Oh, I know what that is.
Apparently, the music was composed
Oh, I know
by
that guy.
Nobu.
yeah, like a guy did all the music
Yeah.
like, by himself.
I know that guy.
Oh, what is it?
Carlos
Tell us.
I know his face.
Eiene.
He does a lot of amazing game music,
Yeah.
covers and stuff.
What was the game?
your face.
Battlesuit Aces. I need to look it up to jog my memory.
This one comes from Pop Off.
It's gotta be Game Boy.
It is.
Oh, I remember this game.
one little
music
note
is really
progression
good.
makes me feel like Castlevania something. But
I was gonna say
don't
the
know.
music's really good, so I'm gonna guess Konami or Capcom. I really don't know. It's awesome, but I don't think I've ever heard this song.
I don't see on the cover. I don't see anything but Nintendo.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean.
Well, I don't know this at all. I don't know. And that's tomorrow.
I was never in, so I'm out.
You guys are out.
I'm out.
I'm out. I don't know.
Solar Striker. And the subtitle says lasers, phasers, photon rockets, alien attackers in a distant star field! Exclamation point.
Goodness.
I mean, what else does it need?
I'm looking this up.
Solar Striker on the Game Boy.
I typed in Solar Stroker.
Well, good luck with
I
that.
played that.
Developed by Minakuchi Engineering and Nintendo. Wow.
Okay, here comes one from
Oh, I remember seeing this box. I've never played this.
Mikey3319. It hurts. The beeping.
All right, so it's some sports game.
Yeah.
Come on. It's on the NES.
Yep. Like the Pinwheel theme song.
This has an early. Is this Konami?
I think it's Nintendo.
Oh, okay. Track and field?
Not quite.
I don't know.
Track?
Uh,
Is track part of the name?
yeah.
How many words is the name?
4.
Oh my god. What else is track and it's sports? Racetrack.
No.
Horse track.
No. Can I give you a hint?
Sure.
It's a power pad game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I never owned a power pad. I didn't play a power pad till Carrie, whatever. That was my first time playing it at their house. Yeah, I thought it was track and field. What, track meet?
Yeah, we'll go with it. World class track meet.
I would have never remembered
Wow.
world class. Track meet,
That's a nickname.
remember.
Track meet.
It's my brother. Raw meat and track meet.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, that's it. That's all I got for you.
I screwed up scoring, so I'll just say 6 out of 9.
Cumulative has been keeping score.
And what is the cumulative score? Cumulative.
6 out of 10.
We're catching up here.
Well, while we wait for that number, that's the end of the show, actually. So we got nothing else to say. So we're done.
Oh, you'd think so.
Yes, I do.
6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Well, it shows how much you don't know about your own show because we ain't done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Deux Views. It's never news. Rumor of the week with Deux Michaels.
Doesn't sound right.
So, ladies and
Sorry.
gentlemen, as you know, I've got my spiders and my flies. I send them all over the video game realm, and they come back with rumors that you're not going to hear anywhere else. They're rumors exclusive to the Spiders and Flies Association and to GoNintendo. So, without further ado, here's Deux' rumor of the week. Oh, actually, before I read it, there's a little note here. It says that we're doing something different on the show this week with Deux Views. It's not a rumor of the week this week. It's actually a true story. This is the first time we've
Hang
ever had
on.
something
New
true.
era
Big week.
for the GoNintendo
Big week.
Podcast. New
Never
era.
before seen
It's
or done.
Incredible.
New era.
On the same day that the end of the
That,
Pokemon,
that full moon we had
It was a big
yesterday.
and we did it. So here's your true story. Take it to the bank, ladies and gentlemen. So we talked a little bit earlier about the game called Dungeon Clawler and how
Yes.
you go through the dungeons and you find claw machines and do your thing, essentially. Well, they're also developing a kind of side game to that related to the Dungeon Clawler. It's called Dungeon Lawler, and you play as Jerry the King Lawler. and you have to go through the dungeon with the claw machines. It's very similar to his real life,
just
and
as
how
him.
he
Just-
made it to
Okay, not what I thought, but okay.
Wow.
Yeah, not too bad, I thought.
And this one's true, you say?
This one's absolutely true.
Okay.
Wait, so he became the king by winning claw machine?
No, but
how he
you
got his
in
crown.
order to keep the crown, you gotta go into the dungeons for the people and fight these evil claw machines.
You know, with all the, I'm not even going to say any of that. I will. I very
King-
much look for. No, I'm
it's,
not going to say
You
that.
know,
either.
that doesn't sound like a real story.
No,
Is
no,
that what you were
no,
gonna say?
No, I'll tell you in the after
Is
show.
that
Um,
kayfabe to the greatest degree or whatever?
I'm very happy that we broke that news here. That very true story. Thank you. Finally, one of them was true. We've been waiting forever, but it happened. So I appreciate it. All right, that's it. We're done here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Hey,
Goodbye.
Bye.
Everybody, goodbye.
May the 4th be with you
Happy
this
Beltane.
week.
I was gonna say I was surprised that somebody would make a game with him now, considering how his horrible past is coming back to haunt him with all the
Oh no, what has he
news,
done?
Let's just say, I'll let you search on your own time. I would suggest searching Jerry the King Lawler controversy and sort by new or whatever. Do it on your
Nude.
own time. Get ready to
Not
not.
worse than Hulk Hogan.
Yes, I would argue yes.
Oh my God.
So.
It's good to be the king.
And in your mind, it's
Is he still?
you consider in your mind what would be worse than that. And there you go. And no, he has not been part of WWE for a long time, if that
Okay.
shows anything. So
The spiders and flies didn't say any of that.
happy stories. Anybody got anything to share before we go out of here?
I got like nothing. I watched DTF. I'm done, man. I am so broken.
Done as in you're never going to watch anything ever again.
Well, no, I have one episode left of Daredevil. I finished Invincible. I started Harbor's Gate. What the
Harbor's Gate. May
Harbor Bay?
Harbor's Gate.
Widow's Bay?
Widow's
Okay.
Bay.
Widow's
Widow's
Bay.
Bay.
Not bad.
May Harbor's
that.
Gate is the new name.
That's a really good. I wish
Right?
I'd be able to remember that. I'm never going to be able to remember that.
Well, it's recorded.
May Harbor's Gate.
Where did you
And
get that?
but I'm like emotionally destroyed by DTF. Like it's not really the character you want to relate to, but I relate heavily
Well, I think there's pieces in those characters that many people could relate to.
I relate-
But yes.
to some of the dark. Like I don't relate to all of it. There's a lot of things in that show that I do not relate to, but like
Hiding in the closet.
yeah. But like that's like a person that I like strive to be, and then also to like
A smoothie person.
I have to be to have to face realities or whatever,
It's a
they
great show.
you don't live up to like what your aspirations are, kind of.
It's a great show, and it's not going to get the attention it deserves.
It might. There's
gonna
some
get
people that
ignored at
listen
the
to this
award
podcast,
shows.
maybe though.
I mean, like by like people in Hollywood.
Yeah.
David Harbour, who's also in May Harbor Bay, whatever you call
Is
it.
he?
No, I'm just basing that off
Oh.
of what you said. Harbor needs to be recognized for his acting in that show
I agree.
because he killed it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I said this to you, Nicky Hill. I'm going to keep an eye on him moving forward, just because I didn't realize he had it in him.
That's
I don't not like him. I like him fine, but like so far he's played his characters that were fine and like
Yeah.
likable and great and everything. But there's just there's like an extra dimension to like this character and the way he portrays it.
Guys, check your phone. Did you get the same notification that I got?
No.
How did you not get this? You should all get it.
I'm AT&T, so I'm gonna.
No. It's related to our family with you.
What?
Huh?
What family are we all in on the
Yeah.
same phone?
That's weird that I didn't get it.
I know. My sister just gave our phone family access to MGM Plus.
Oh, I don't know what that does for me.
You can watch things on MGM Plus. That new show is one of those two new
The Dan
shows.
Stevens show.
The Dan Stevens Show.
Who's Dan Stevens?
Legion.
Okay.
He's got that new horror show coming out.
You got to see The Guest. Have you ever watched The Guest?
who
Does
told-
not ring a bell.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm going to message my sister.
Oh, what I wanted to
You just gave us all access to MGM Plus. This is great. I wanted to watch that show on there.
apparently not me.
No, it said the whole family. It said it gave your family.
Well, give AT&T some time.
Go
to
on
notify
your,
me. I don't want to deal with it right now. All I wanted to say was, after watching DTF, I said to Do, I think I understand now the beef that was happening between Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour on the set of Stranger Things. She was like, "What's the next thing you're doing after this?" And he said DTF, and she was taken ababack. Didn't land.
It
because
wasn't
he's
that
not
funny
paying
when he
attention.
said it to me
You
the
kinda
first time.
laughed.
Too.
You
Yeah, I
did
mean, it
kinda
was,
laugh.
that
He said-
was-
I think you actually said, "Huh, that's pretty good."
This is from Sarah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's good.
There's other.
I
shows.
read it in his voice too.
Oh, I wish I did that.
Oh,
That's great.
anyway,
Let me go.
yeah, my jokes haven't been hitting. I'm just in that dark hole.
Oh my God, you're too hard on yourself. You're a funny guy.
Let's rewind that beautiful bean footage.
I heard. Not all the jokes are funny. Not every joke I say is funny, but you're a funny guy.
Yeah,
Funny, haha.
funny, strange.
I don't know. I'm
Sorry, I'm trying to see. Like, there's.
All right, let's just end it then because this is awkward.
Oh my God.
Well, you have anything to say? You're contained. You're preoccupied.
See? You're a funny guy. That's funny.
I'm not intentioning.
I
to
don't
be
care if it's intentional or
funny.
not. It's funny.
No, but that's
all right. Wait, Nicky Hill says we gotta
embarrassing
go. We gotta go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Play some games.
Have a
Hang out
great
with friends. Hang out with friends and family. Rest, relax. You deserve it. We will see you next week with. Oh shit! I meant to say this on the regular show. Somebody get in touch with me and let me know what the first Pokemon we did was. Because if we didn't cover the original 151 plus, then we'll do that next week. I wanted to say that in the regular show. Now it's a fraction of the audience. The extra onus is on you guys now. So because we need to some podcast historian find out what our first Pokemon was and tell me where we got to start next week if we missed a whole bunch, because then that's what we'll do. You got 7 days, just like the ring. And congratulations, Slider64, on beating Darkwing Duck on the NES. That's beautiful. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.